The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Horror on the Orient Express, a luxury campaign spanning the European continent, with David Larkins as the keeper of arcane lore. There, now we're recording.
Ah, shit.
Welcome back, everyone.
What am I doing? I'm looking for writing implements as well.
Oh, and your passport.
Oh, there's a passport that, well, technically it's that guy's passport.
Whose passport?
What? Your passport.
Mine?
Your American passport.
Oh, yeah.
We're sharing.
You're holding onto his paperwork for
That's
him?
right. Well, I mean,
I'm kind of like, well, I
she's
don't
sort
think, what, hey, so I give it to you because I'm like, I can't handle this anymore.
I'm not your secretary.
Yeah, you need to take care of your own paperwork because I'm not well. I haven't been well for a couple days.
I apologize if it felt like I was taking advantage.
No, never. I've gotten to know you by now, and it's
A little
fine.
bit.
It's okay. No,
Wait a minute.
I didn't feel like it was. This is Dorothy.
Excuse
She
me.
didn't feel like she was.
This is my passport. This is your passport. No, I'm carrying your stuff.
It's my passport! Son of a bitch! That makes total sense now.
You haven't felt yourself lately.
I think
My life
Bob
is
is
in
trying to take it
shambles.
slow.
Never. No, I'm fine. As long as we get to Constantinople, I'm good. I'm good to go. The sooner we get there, the sooner it'll be fine.
Who sings that song, Constantinople?
They might be giants.
Thank you.
Yes.
I knew someone would know.
Well, it's actually an old song. I don't, probably from the 20s, actually. I think.
What? Old Jelly Roll Morton?
Is it? You don't know.
Probably.
You're not. You're
Why
sneaking
not?
it.
That sounds
You're sneaking
good.
it.
That sounds good.
Bullshit. Yeah, it sounds like him. It's jaunty as heck.
Yeah.
Right? Jelly Roll Morton?
Yeah.
Whew.
That's right.
Adventure of Ragtime.
Anyone else say anything else? We're good.
I like my man is the perennial
It's the bare
sniffer.
minimum.
Yes.
Just bare bones.
No worries. Well, I mean,
We still have to get the snack.
I know. Every week goes by. We're like, oh, we're going to do it this week.
Well, we've been busy, sweetie, so.
Yeah, you got things going on.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Some
do.
business.
Besides, I have like no expectations, very low standards for that sort of thing anyways.
besides
Well, that's too bad, because what kind of host have I been? In the past,
No. It's only by comparison. Everyone else.
But no.
You're like the shining beacon of like
All my goodwill.
exemplary.
Even.
Well, I appreciate, but my goodwill has gone into the ground at this point. I've used it all up.
Desiree, even if you drop down like 2 or 3 rungs, we're still stories below you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Again,
basement.
all of my friends.
Well, I have a certain standard, and it's my
That's tough when you have standards.
I know, isn't it horrible?
Yes.
Isn't it the pits? That's your first problem.
Right.
It's true. Got standards.
Next step is identifying that you have it.
Admitting you have a problem.
And then
so
letting
it's
it go.
become unmanageable.
Yeah.
At that point now, so.
But yeah, denial is a normal stage of all of this.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, man.
Written in 1953 to mark the 500-year anniversary of the fall of Constantinople. So there you go.
What does that have to do with the song?
I don't know.
I have been singing "Oh England, My Lionheart" for the past 3 days. I'm ready to blow my brains out.
Holy shit!
I have not been able to get it out of my
Well,
head.
okay, play Constantinople by They Might Be Giants.
That'll do it.
That'll get to Jen's head.
Yeah.
That's an earworm.
This will
Sure.
actually be the fade in and then you guys will start talking. Just playing endlessly in her head.
That is. It's Dorothy's constant theme. She doesn't know the strange tune, but.
Yeah, they haven't even changed the name yet, and yet somehow.
Yep.
Yep. We just need something to help.
Time's arrow, you know, it doesn't shoot straight.
Oh, man. Let's do this. Come on, let's get something going.
We found the theme song for the campaign.
At least for a little while.
Yeah.
Until I lose it. Which
Until we
could
reach
be
Constantinople.
this
Could be
session.
now.
Could be now, immediately. There. This will help.
Blast the worm, blast the worm.
Yeah, this can just I can see this driving you insane. It just like cycles endlessly through that intro.
You know, having been a dancer for so long and doing choreography, where I make them run it over and over
Yes.
and over.
Oh, yeah.
And over and over and over, and then you go home and you run it at home over and over.
It changes your relationship to music.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's stuck in my head. Bring it on.
Right.
There's the
Because you
original.
think of music in a different way.
It does make me uncannily good at karaoke because I know all the words to everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
A friend of mine decided it was my superpower. I had to do karaoke the other night and I knew all the words to like every song that everyone
Prizes.
sings.
Get some cash prizes for that.
Yeah.
Get money, get paid.
Okay.
All right.
Why did I
It's Halloween and you can hear the bones.
Yeah.
my notebook?
The skeletons playing their own reviews as a xylophone.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
One that has a jaunty fedora playing like a bone trombone.
It's an original. I don't know if it's the original.
I think we should
Anyway.
take video of this and then like have this for our Patreon backers.
Yeah. Let's really throw some value in there.
That's
I
right.
really want to see me shaking mine.
This is the B-sides.
B-sides. Singles and B-sides. All right.
I feel like I'm going slowly but surely insane.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It's not the music though.
it's the game.
It is the game.
Oh, last session.
Last session, I almost didn't make it.
I know. I had to sweep her out the door with a push broom.
Yeah.
Jaw
messed up pup.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it if we don't get some Sandroids at the end of this.
You know, I've been riding on low sanity this whole time anyways. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Completely.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yes.
good. Yeah, I just realized I
Yay, sugar and booze. My life is
And sugary booze.
Sugar booze. You're poisoning me, Dave.
slowly but surely.
It's almost like Larkins asked me to bring it.
What? I did no such thing.
You never would do.
I will not be blamed for sugar rushes.
Alright, well, I have no checks in anything, which just seems downright impossible.
Have the right character sheet?
Are you checking whenever you succeed a skill roll?
Yes.
It can't be right.
I only have one in psych, and that's it.
You know, I feel like the last time I felt that way was because most of my rolls were like strength, pow,
Yeah.
stuff like
yeah,
that.
like
could
more
be.
mice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were kind of having like library use rolls last week and, credit rating stuff
Yeah.
you couldn't really get checks in. Well, except
Wait,
for
you
library
got
use.
me
Checks and library
personally,
use
or-
and credit
Well,
rating.
You can't get a check in credit rating.
Sure you can.
Why not?
I can't blame you.
I have no checkbox on the credit rating.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
They changed it up.
There isn't a
Oh god, you're right. There is.
Wow.
But I checked it anyway.
Yeah,
Except there was a
check it
box.
anyway.
Goddamn 7th edition.
I know, right?
Gets you every
I
time.
feel like you
Seven
should
Nation
because
Blues.
credit is definitely built on like
Yeah.
standing relationships, how well you are
Yeah.
with
You can get credit rating boosts in game, but I guess you can't check.
Yeah.
Well, I've done
Credit
it.
rating in Cthulhu Mythos, no
It's
checkboxes.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's new.
That's annoying.
Yeah, that is.
I don't like that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't notice that. I probably would have checked it anyways too, because fuck you.
Why
I
not?
Yeah.
check scores.
Check everything, bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna draw my own checkbox.
Oh, yeah.
Florida man checks it.
All right. So,
Well then,
yeah.
are we doing this?
Are we?
Yes. Just trying to decide
Let's go.
where to go.
Did you see that Side Night and Happiness comic? There's like a skeleton goes up to a little girl and he's like, hey Sally, what's a skeleton's favorite instrument? And she was like, the trombone.
Right.
He's like, no, because we don't have fucking lungs, Sally. It's the bongos. Right. Yes. And that reminded me of that.
Love it.
Nice.
Fucking Sally.
All right. So, let's see. So we're not going to roll checks or roll a luck here because we're still in the middle of this scenario.
Yep.
But
I did anyway.
So you know how you felt at the end of the last scenario? Just roll it over to the beginning of this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Try to summon it from the depths.
Oh, I can. There's no depths there. It's all shallowness.
Congratulations.
Surface level
Made
horror.
it. Leveling
You
up
made it.
into shallowness.
All right. So
Good lord.
Playing too much vampire.
Oh my god. Then
No
that'll
such
totally
thing.
take it out of you.
Yeah. No, it has. And there's no vampire on the horizon, so it's even worse.
No
So I'm in a little. I'm in my own little
Thanks, buddy.
personal
You're welcome.
torpor.
yes, you are. Yeah, we did our last session last week.
No. So what are you guys going to do for
Oh,
duets?
there'll be more.
Okay.
There's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
All right. So
More where that came from.
There's more.
let's see. What was our last? What date we leave off on? Were we still on?
Who has the calendar?
We were going into Friday, right?
Ironically.
Well, yes.
that was-
Yours may be a little out of date.
Yeah.
So we boarded the Orient Express on the 11th at 12 a.m.
11:50. Yeah.
So we should still be in the 11th right now.
Okay, so the 11th is Thursday?
No, we got off the train though. Remember?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I know.
off on the same day.
Right, so the 11th is Thursday, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you were in Lausanne, and then it was evening.
got screwed over.
And then you went back to the hotel, and you're going to drink your dream drug. And I
Right.
believe it was around 11 that night, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is still the 11th. Okay, good.
Oh, what a day it's been. Huh?
I know.
It's a very long day.
We
On
took
top
2
of
sessions, basically.
Yeah.
What a day that was.
Yeah.
All right, so
stars.
Padma, back in London, has received a telegram
Ooh, I love
the morning of the 11th.
Indeed.
Oh. Huh. On an index card.
Yes, a telegram on an index card and the writing of a mysterious stranger.
I hope she can read it.
Yeah, me too.
But what was that supposed to
The
mean?
implication.
That guy.
Because I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it? Oh. I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to say, Dave?
My handwriting's shitty, I'm sorry.
Who's writing it? I don't know. I'm confused. Oh my god. All right.
Although I'm receiving this telegram that announces that I arrived in Lausanne.
What?
I don't know, what does it say?
Padma arrived in Lausanne. Stop.
Padma colon.
Padma, we
Oh.
arrived.
Addressed
Okay.
to Padma.
That's right.
I was like, wait a minute, why would I receive a telegram that I
style.
ever
They don't
saw?
do special characters.
Yeah, Padma stop, arrived in
It's just a little
Lausanne.
blank square.
Excuse me, someone forgot an extra stop.
I
Yeah.
know. The art of telegram writing.
In Milan on the 13th.
Yep.
Have to dress up. Stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Well then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
hot
job.
date.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
you have received that telegram with enough time to book passage and get on the Orient Express the night of the 11th in Paris. And then that will bring you to Lausanne at
How did I
6:45
get to Paris?
a.m.
Indeed.
Well, exactly.
It is a
Massive amounts of opiates.
Yes.
yeah.
Massive.
Yes.
There is a departure at 10:53 or 11:50 in Paris.
11:50. Yep.
And then
I've
arriving in
had my
Lausanne
valet to escort my unconscious body.
a.m. following death.
That's what he's there for.
Rude used to it. Schlepping.
Yeah, no, he's strong too.
Schlepping and carrying.
From the three of us are just passed out on a bed next
We're
to each
just-
other. One of us
Yeah.
gripping a shotgun, the other
I don't
two.
think it's going to be the last time it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's definitely the first though.
oh.
Yeah. Things are kind of wacky.
Okay, so
I'm heading to Milan.
yes, and so you're bringing Duncan with you.
Cool.
So he's transporting you like Renfield transports Dracula.
Exactly.
the little box.
So you catch a train to
just
Southampton.
Do you have fistfuls of London, like dirt from London in your Sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you take a train to Southampton, get on a ferry, cross channel.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I've been out for ages.
Yes. Because while under the effects of opium, all sanity checks with a plus 10 percentile chance of success and effects of insanities an investigator might be suffering are negated for the duration.
Sweet,
There you
sweet
go.
opiates.
Two people around.
Love it. Love it.
I'm 70. It's not like it's gonna look unusual, right?
That's right.
Honestly.
That's
Yeah,
true.
no,
Yeah.
it's
Very true.
So I can be carted around with dignity.
the perfect. Unlike
Yeah.
some of us. So.
Yeah, I think you probably would travel with a wheelchair
Yeah,
for
that
those
makes
times when you're
Yeah.
My-
incapacitated.
Oh man.
I mean,
That's the
let's see,
life.
I've been addicted to opium now for like 30 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I say it's a mild addiction.
Oh no.
Quit anytime you want.
Okay.
Every
All right.
time the
Why
last
would
30
you?
years, I could have.
All right.
And so you're vaguely aware of arriving at the Paris train station, being manhandled on board and taken to your chambers, your quarters. And then the train is underway, and you drift into a opium-induced slumber.
Thank God.
Yes. All right. Meanwhile, speaking of slumbers, speaking of drug-induced slumbers,
Yeah. So we all chucked back some of that special
So that Dream Lausanne potion.
serum potion.
Yeah.
I think.
Right, except for Lady Cynthia.
Except Lady Cynthia.
yes,
right?
who's remaining behind to Make sure that nothing untoward happens to your slumbering forms.
She's very responsible, so I approve of that. Although I didn't think that as I was drinking the potion, like, just fine, let's just do it, let's just go.
Rip off this band-aid.
Pretty much. So we've drunk that,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Indeed.
We did.
So,
Should we announce the retcon to the listeners?
oh, just that Renee couldn't make
Renee's
it.
out.
Yeah.
So
Renee's out,
we're switching out Lady Cynthia and Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't want to just hang out in the hotel room.
No.
I'd kind of love to see what Max does in
I
this round,
did,
too.
but Cynthia's not here, so what makes
Yeah.
sense?
It'll
Yeah.
be good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can't have two of you guys hanging out in the hotel room.
right.
Well,
Yeah, but no, it is.
if we're not being there.
Yeah, if it was just Max, we pull off some like risky business type of stuff.
Exactly.
I'm also curious what Max is gonna do, like when in this other realm. That's what I'm curious
Sorry, I
about.
was just picturing Max in a risky business scenario, so you're wearing like 20s style boxers and like socks with sock garters on.
And the white dress shirt, like the
Playing in the background.
Yeah.
With like your starched collars undone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like the grand staircase of some like magnificent mansion.
We're in a nice hotel.
Yeah.
And your shades are like perfectly circular.
Right.
You know?
Right.
The floors are suitably waxed. Alright, so
All right.
here we are. Freshly buffed.
All right. So, Padma, you are on board the Orient Express. You're in your quarters. You have fallen asleep.
Ooh. We're all.
All dream.
You wake up.
I do.
Damn it.
We have isometric views of what the quarters look like when they are turned out for sleeping. I think it might be that one.
She is.
There it is. Yep.
It's lovely.
Oh, should we take our names off the train so we can reassign seats?
Well, you can just say like for ease of reference, unless you want to change it, that just happens to be the cars or the compartments that you get assigned to on every train you're on.
Cavallaro is no longer
Yeah.
on
Yep,
our
you
train
can take
now,
her
so-
out. Yep. Mhm.
Alright.
Okay. And Padma probably has a single occupancy
Yeah.
compartment. So.
Your name on the. Alright.
And so, what has woken you up is that harsh white light is shining from around the edges of your window blind, which has been drawn fully down. You can sense that the train is moving slowly.
Huh.
Oh my.
What are you gonna do?
What do you do?
No, I'll like sit up and I'll peer out. Oh, does a tentacle part the curtains for me?
No. This is like the actual Orient Express. Yeah.
If you say so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I'll sit up and part the curtains.
All right. You attempting to move the blind is a no-go.
Oh.
It's like the blind is just fixed in place. It's not budging. It's not moving. You can't even like part the paper enough to get
Well, that's
a little.
just shoddy.
Yep.
Paid for a first class bunk. What is this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and put on my dressing gown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably lodge a formal complaint. Maybe have some coffee.
Sure.
Yeah.
So heading to the salon car, perhaps.
Sure.
Okay.
So you step out into the passageway, and you see that the exterior windows that are along the passageway, the blinds have been drawn on all of those as well. Same harsh white light shining in around the cracks. All the other doors along the car are open, save for one, which is at the far end.
Let's go shuffle over.
You arrive at that door. You can see that it has been nailed. Thank you. Real-time placement of the miniature / power berry.
Maybe if we use.
Oh, okay.
Then you can eat the
trade
powder
it.
berry.
Yeah. Power berries are for eating.
Okay, so the closed door, you note, has been nailed shut along the bottom and the top.
Shame.
There's a smell of decay emanating from within.
No.
Oh my.
As you are regarding this, the train comes to a stop, and the exterior door slides open.
What do I see? What do I see?
Peeking out, you see that the train is situated in the midst of a harsh wasteland. The sky is all one overhead, light source, basically. Diffused light shining down from all directions. And there's just a limitless plain of ashes. Stretching off in all directions, there's a bitter and metallic smell to the air. The only other feature that you can see is a freestanding door situated about 30 yards from the train.
Oh my god.
Is there anyone else that I can hear now?
The only sound is your own breathing.
I'm going to assume that Duncan is probably not with me then, otherwise I'd have him pry this door open for me.
Duncan, pry this door for me.
He's seen worse in the war.
Oh.
So, yeah, let's, I have my slippers on. I'm covered. Yeah, let's go to this door.
Okay. So your feet kick up little clouds of ashen dust as you walk, and you arrive at the door, and it's a hand-carved wooden door. Looks slightly aged. Looks like it would be not out of place in a folksy cabin or old European building of some sort.
I'm going to knock smartly on the door.
Okay, you knock, and there is no response.
I'll not let myself in. Very polite.
The handle is unlocked. The door opens, no problem. Beyond, you can see what appears to be an interior space. It is lit by guttering candles. The smell of formaldehyde and rotting flesh wafts out, and you can see in the candlelight a couple workbenches with various animals, animalia.
Honestly, I collect all sorts of curiosities and jars of weird animals I'm sure have made their way onto my shelves before.
Padma's unfazed.
Yes,
Hey, that's
indeed.
my trait.
There is a deer that appears to be in the midst of getting gutted, but is turned rotted.
What kind of deer?
A European, what do they call them? Red deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a larger one.
Yeah. The room you're looking into.
What else is in here?
Yeah.
Deer that smells like
Mainly the deer and just some animal parts.
Okay.
Various sorts. And then, like a big crafting cabinet with a bunch of tiny little drawers.
Ooh, what's in the drawers?
Some glass eyes.
Nice.
Some wires.
Teeth.
Exactly. Teeths.
Hooves, little claws.
Oopsies,
Various
clawsies.
sizes of thread and needle.
Thread and needle, exactly.
But nothing unusual for a
Sawdust.
About what you would expect, yeah. There's a door exiting out of the room on the far side as well.
Let's go through it.
Okay. You step into a hallway. There are 3 other doors. One to your left, one to your right, one dead ahead.
Now, this interior space, is it like wood? Is it stone? Is it...
The walls are of stone. The floor is wood board.
So is it like a little... just like a little room that has these other doors? Or is
It's like a hallway.
It's like a hallway. Does it kind of go off in either direction, though? Or?
It's very small. Does it go off?
Bam!
No, it's a small little hallway. And the walls in here actually are of wood and plaster, since it's interior.
Do the doors look different at all? Do they all look the same?
They all look the same.
I'm gonna approach the doors and smell them. See if there's anything interesting. A lot of rotten decay smells.
Yeah, it's kind of permeating the overall, but there's a stronger smell of rot coming from the door to your left.
Okay. The other 2 now. So that's the left, and then there's another one to the right.
And one dead ahead.
Let's just open the rotting one.
Yeah, of course. Well done.
Uh-huh. Well done. Well done. All right, so you open that one, and a powerful gust of rotting smell washes over you. Please make a Constitution roll.
Would that be like a stench?
Stench? A miasma.
Miasma.
Amazingly.
All right, you grit your teeth. You see that there's a bear. It looks to be like a storeroom. It just has more supplies, barrels full of sawdust and that kind of thing. But there's a bear that's been kind of roughly shoved into this room.
A bear?
A bear. Like a black bear.
Wow.
So it's only about 5.5 feet tall. It's mounted on, like, standing on its hind legs. And it's rotting. Just totally rotting. You can actually see liquefied fat pooling around its feet.
Shoddy done. Only done.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Oh dear.
let's go to the next door.
Okay, which would be
The middle door.
the one that was
working our way
across
down.
from you as you walked into the hall.
Wait, so it's kind of like a hallway, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I went into the left one, so we'll
Then
go
went to
to
your
the,
left.
the middle one.
So you're going clockwise, basically. You started you started at 9 o'clock, you're going up to 12 o'clock, and then you want to go to
yes.
3 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you go to the 12 o'clock door. Opening this, you are looking into what is obviously the front, sort of storefront of a taxidermist shop.
Okay.
There is
Closed, I assume.
there's a showroom with decaying stuffed animals in it.
Is it closed?
The front door is wide open, actually. And you can hear a bell tolling, and you can hear what is obviously the sound of large crowds out on the street in motion. There's shouting and footsteps.
Let's go take a look.
Okay,
Oopsies.
so
You left a little mess there.
so the three of you,
Three of us are running from this crowd.
Yeah. Running the opposite direction.
Yeah.
so the three of you blink your eyes,
Blink, blink.
Good job, guys.
blink, blink, blink. You wake up, and you are in your hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
The details are much the same as you remember. However, in place of electric light fixtures, there are old-fashioned oil lamps and candles burning.
Okay.
All right.
Vance, I believe you said you had your shotgun with you.
I did.
So lying next to you is a medieval arbalest,
Oh my.
Oh.
giant crossbow.
Wow.
Thank
Do
you.
you know how to use that?
Just point the pointy end.
Point,
towards...
pull the trigger.
Yeah.
It's the kind you need the crank to cock.
Of course.
What?
You're going to need a page, dude.
Yeah.
Crossbow boy. Yeah.
Are you loading it?
Might as well. This is weird.
Yeah, this is very well. What do you expect? We drank a random potion. All right, so
I at least got to eat Turkish delight.
oh, that's nice
That's nice.
for a little while at least.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, until the Ice Queen or Snow Queen takes her.
Nah.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I saw a headline recently that said something like, "How C.S. Lewis conned a whole generation into thinking Turkish delight was tasty."
Yep.
I know, like, really, Turkish delight is worth betraying your family?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, that shit must be good.
it's a reflection on the kid being a little shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was more that it was supposed to be just enchanted Turkish delight.
Yeah, I think so.
Could have been it.
But kids don't pick up on that shit.
Licorice
No,
delight.
and I didn't. And
Actually, I love.
And then you tried Turkish delight and you went, "What the fuck?"
I love Turkish delight. Stud that shit with pistachios. I'm into
Really?
it. Oh yeah.
Well, we all know who will betray us then when we go to Narnia.
So okay,
All right.
so getting up, looking at the surroundings, very strange, very old. Are our clothes the same?
Clothes are the same.
Weird. Max, what do you make of this?
have we made it? Are we here? Are we back in time?
This looks like it's old.
Think so.
You can hear some shouting of people out on the street echoing up to
Can we
your
look out
Go
the
to the
window?
window. Yes. Come on,
Thank
Daddy.
you. Yes.
Check it out.
Go to the window.
pulling the blinds aside. You see.
Wait, can we pull our blinds aside?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Breakthrough.
Yes.
Pulling the curtains really.
Got through that other side.
Yes.
That's it.
Break on through. Okay.
Pulling the curtains aside, you look down into the street, and it looks like the same view that you had before.
Right.
But
But-
Well,
Big butt.
Mod.
except that it's nighttime. It's still nighttime.
okay.
But there's like a mob of people out on the street, and they have torches.
Oh, pitchforks?
No pitchforks,
Damn.
just torches.
All right.
They're dressed in an archaic style. They're not dressed like modern
Right.
Of course.
Lausanniers.
Okay.
And they're just they're sort of streaming towards what would be the central square in town,
I see.
Let's check it out.
up near the cathedral.
I think we need to go to the taxidermy shop.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yes, that's right. I think I'm so distracted by this that I'm like, I want to go with them. Like, where are they going?
Because you want to find
yeah.
Edgar
Get the
Wellington.
The scroll. If
Yes.
they're going, if
Yes.
they're going,
Oh, that's why.
right.
That's why.
Right.
if they're going someplace that the scroll isn't, then let's.
No, yes, you're totally right. Okay, so shaking my head like that's weird.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
It's almost like a week has passed since we took that drug. All right,
Let's go.
I'm just saying I don't blame you for losing the thread. All right, so...
No, I just legit got caught up in the moment.
Oh, you're like, I want to join that mob.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? So let's
Power of mob politics.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
So
Let's go tear down the observatory so this never happens again.
Exactly.
All right.
So we're going to the shop.
Okie dokie.
All right, making our way.
All right.
So as we go make our way down into this hotel, it's just all old. It's just
Yeah, it's like anything that was modern has been replaced by a pre-modern equivalent.
Are there people working in the hotel still?
Yeah, you recognize, like one of the porters that you've dealt with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That we've dealt with.
Like, the one that Dottie tipped.
Yeah,
Right.
he's there.
He's there.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's wearing.
But he's wearing, like, instead of wearing like the little bellboy uniform,
Yeah.
he's wearing like an attendant's outfit with like knee breeches and a little powdered wig. Yeah.
Wig.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making our
Give him a nod. And
Yeah, he's like a footman, Okay, you give him a nod. He studiously avoids your gaze.
Oh, well, it's because I'm holding an arbalest.
Also, look at what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Look at what you're wearing.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, we're wearing something weird. Yeah.
Yeah, we
look different
are.
from them.
Yeah.
So let's make our way to the shop.
Well, is there do we want to exit through the front or do we want to exit to the back?
What's the fastest way to get to?
Well, I think we might want to avoid the mob.
Okay, so we can go out like the back, like.
But do you really?
I mean,
Well, we need torches to fit in.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that important.
We just go up to someone with a stick and say, "Got a light?"
Yeah, no, maybe we should like go through the back streets. Because then that way.
Oh, I need everyone to write in a couple skills. Well, except for Padma, who has these already.
The skills.
So you all now have a skill called Dreaming.
Okay.
Dreaming.
And can I put a check in it?
Dreaming is free. It is equal to 1/5 your power. I'll get to you in a second, Dottie. You do get a little something extra here.
I do. 1/5.
Okay.
Okay. And then if you have Cthulhu Mythos, you get a skill called Dream Lore, which is equal to half your Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh no, that's a no.
But for Dottie,
Yeah.
you get a Dream Lore of 25.
Oh.
Since you have some experience with this sort of thing.
Thank you.
Lore of 2.
Something.
Better than nothing.
2. That's right.
Question:
Yes.
if I was wearing my revolver when I dreamt, is the revolver there now?
It is not a revolver, but you do have a weapon on you.
It's a slingshot.
And
It's a rubber band gun.
Yep.
it is a well. I'll give you a choice: either a brace of throwing knives or a sling.
Oh man. Oh, you were right.
I guess the throwing knives.
Okay.
Nice. What's your throwing skill?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably 0. Let me look.
My arbalest is 0.
It's a 20. Whatever was,
Yeah.
default.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna go. So we want to go.
We got to get the scroll. It's the whole point.
Yep.
We are headed toward
Thank
the shop.
you, Vance.
And are you doing the back routes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna try to back route to circle around the crowd and then take the most direct route once we
Right.
cross.
Sure. Sure.
Mob.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to engage the mob.
No.
They're business.
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have-
You
Very
don't want to get
important
swept up.
Business,
Yeah.
and we don't want to wake up before it's done.
No.
That's right.
No. What's happening?
Okay, just checking the skill for a crossbow. Base skill on a crossbow is firearms bow. Okay.
Okay.
Got firearms handgun.
Wouldn't it just translate?
So it would be your...
Shotgun?
Well, it's a specialty.
Yeah.
How long are we going to be here? Is this worth taking the time to...
It very well may be, so...
We might come back.
Firearms bow defaults to 15%.
No, it means we might get attacked.
That's exactly.
The soundtrack's mad at me.
The soundtrack's like, shut up.
Well, I've got an Arbalist at least, and I have 15% in it.
Very good.
Okay.
Well done, sir.
Indeed.
Hopefully we won't have to use it.
So, you emerge into a little service alleyway between the hotel and the adjacent building. Glancing up the alley, you can see the stream of people going by. They don't seem to notice you. As you glance up, you see there's at this particular point there's this parade of grotesquely garbed people. Grotesquely garbed. They're all wearing almost like Venetian, like carnival style robes and masks. So you can you see that there's a death, and then there's an angel, and then there's a knight, and then there's a lion, and then there's a Turk, and then there's an assassin, and then there's a rustic lass, and then a rustic lad, and they're all the masks are weeping tears of blood from their eye holes.
Whoa!
Their eye holes.
Let's just die.
Well, yeah.
It's cranberry juice. It's chocolate sauce.
Stop it.
Yeah, the masks for the eye holes, they all have like doll's eyes. They're like china blue,
Yeah.
and they're weeping blood.
There's ways to do that. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, you would know that. There's so many like special.
Oh, with the
effects.
stagecraft?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right.
They're chanting in Latin as they move.
Oh God, no.
Don't know any Latin,
This is not making me happy.
The smell of incense is wafting down the alleyway.
Right.
Well, that's nice.
It's myrrh. It's relaxing. It's not being
Exactly.
There's a cacophony of bells being rung by others in the street around them, and it's building to a crescendo.
This is gaudy. Let's go.
As it reaches the crescendo and you start to move away, the lion figure actually sprouts wings and takes to the air. Closely pursued by the soldier / knight,
wires.
Who's also taking the air?
who's also taking flight.
All right. Well, we're
And-
high, so
And they soar above you, like over the alleyway, and as they fly over, their bloody tears are dripping down. So you're all splashed a little bit, and
Oh, I wish
sears
I hadn't had
it sears you a little bit as you.
Oh,
So it's hot cranberry sauce.
shut up about the cranberry.
You can all make history rolls.
History.
I have never been more of a vegetarian than I am.
Yeah, it's true. No way.
Not even close.
Oh, I made it.
Go Max.
All right, Max, you flash on something. The symbol of Venice is a winged lion.
Ah, yes.
What is
Venice. Don't you remember? We have a clue leading us next to
Oh,
Venice.
that's
That is
true.
This might be some content for that.
That's true. All right.
A
Well,
sign?
A sign.
Wasn't?
Yes.
Curious.
wow.
And furthermore, Venice surrendered to Napoleon when he was still but a mere general in 1797.
The soldier net.
Starting 1797.
What? No. You can draw your own conclusions.
But regardless, we must
We
make
gotta
a
go. Yes.
Wellington shop.
Let's go to the shop.
Quite right. Quite right. All right. So, Padma, as you're peeking out the door, you see this.
God.
You see this procession of people passing by, and sort of across the road, in a little nook, is an old crone, not unlike yourself, and she's stirring a huge black cauldron over a fire.
Wow.
And ladling out the stew inside to passersby who wish to take it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm probably a little hungry.
Just about to say, when did you last eat? I got zonked out on the opium.
Yeah.
Days ago?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Also, side effects include constipation and nausea. But
But that's only when you wake up.
Yeah.
that's only when you wake up.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you want to die.
All right. So there's breaks in the crowd that you can nip across.
Sure.
God.
All right.
I
So
wish I dressed properly, but
It's the
heyo.
hunger talking.
That's
Yes.
right.
yeah.
So as you approach her, she's wearing a shawl around her hunched shoulders, her threadbare, home-woven garments sweeping the ground as she stirs the pot, and she's fantastically hag-like. She's prototypically hag-like, with the wart on the tip of her nose and the little peg teeth, and like
Hairs.
the whiskers growing out of her chin.
Now I'm resembling that.
Me too. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Those wiry hairs.
And and so she's picking up a wooden bowl, and
I wish I had that bread from the other place.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so she says, a bowl of stew for a hungry traveler.
I would be much obliged.
Okay. And so she's got her giant wooden spoon, and she's stirring the stew, and you can see some of the chunks of meat coming up.
There's some.
And one of them is a skinned human arm, and it floats to the top, and it's like the fingers are still wriggling. So I'll need a sanity roll, please.
I
don't want to
fail.
You failed. All right, you only lose one,
I totally
but you recoil involuntarily in horror, and you recoil into somebody who grabs hold of you because
Oh no.
because you all saw Padma standing at this stew pot,
yes.
and we're walking up to her as she recoils into you, basically.
Max, grab her.
Yes.
Full Nelson.
Is Padma?
Dottie.
Oh my gosh!
Let's get inside.
This is.
Stool for the hungry travelers.
Do we look at the pot?
Oh hell yeah! I need sand rolls all around, please.
Oh no.
That's a fail.
Oh, I made it.
I make it.
I failed.
So 1 point for Dottie, and you'll need to hit the laudanum when you wake up.
I will.
All right,
Okay.
that is mandatory.
Hit a laudanum.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
All right.
Special effects.
Oh man.
This is just a dream.
Yes.
One bottle. Where are you?
All right, so you're all outside Wellington's taxidermy shop.
Indeed. Make
Or
way.
shoppy, as it's rendered
Shoppy,
here
yes.
in Dream Lausanne.
Of course.
Okay.
What on earth are you doing here?
Oh,
This is
that's
where
a
we
great
need to go.
question. We just have to. Yeah, this is our
We
mission.
need to go.
Yes, we need to come here, and then we need to retrieve something. Let's go inside, though.
Yes.
To discuss further.
Yes.
Yeah, you're getting kind of weird looks from
Yeah.
the
No,
people on
let's
the
go
street.
in. Let's go in.
We
Let's
don't
go
fit
in.
in. We
No,
don't
no,
fit
no,
in.
no. Let's go. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Yeah. Head inside, bar the door behind us if possible.
Mm-hmm.
And yes.
Don't mind the rot.
No, of course not. We're making our way upstairs anyway.
Yeah, we
We need
have
to,
actually
we need to get into
Upstairs.
his bedroom.
Yes.
we have business.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have business in the bedroom.
I
Yes.
didn't see an upstairs.
All right.
Do you
So-
want to wait at the foot of the stairs, or do you want me to help you up the stairs?
Well, where are the stairs?
Right in front of you,
Yeah.
basically.
Right here.
Oh,
Okay, so you take her into. You all
Well,
head back
I'm gonna
through the
go check out that last
storefront.
door then.
Yes.
So you head back through the storefront into the hallway.
Alright.
Where the stairs should be, there are none.
What?
Okay.
Damn this place.
So you've been in here. You
Oh.
look like you're familiar.
I did. I came in the back.
Oh.
Was it a two-story building from the street?
Well,
Is there an attic pole or
Yeah.
anything on the
Very
ceiling?
good question.
You canvass the hall pretty thoroughly, and you don't find any indication. There's just
Focus.
the door to the workroom, the door
gonna
to the
try
front
the
room,
right-hand door then.
the door to the storeroom, and then
There's another.
this other door.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah. Let's go.
Opening that, it's the study that you guys had investigated in the waking world. However, it looks pretty trashed. The office
Looks like
chair.
somebody's been there.
The office chair is turned over. There's ink pots upset,
Someone's been looking here
Right.
first.
damn it.
and yeah, it looks like it's been rifled through.
Oh, that fucking Max.
Yep.
You can all make track rolls.
Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you say a word about Max.
No, Max. Max
What did I do?
The blood cushion cat that I.
Ooh, that is no
What
good.
are we rolling?
Track.
Oh, I don't have that.
Not
You don't
happening.
have default.
No, yeah.
Default is 10.
Yeah.
I did not roll a 10.
Wait, what did we? I'm sorry.
We're tracking.
Roll track, 10%.
Oh, okay.
It's a 10%
Sure.
roll. Yeah. You might get it.
No.
Ooh.
No. All right. Damn it.
I'm thinking if this is such a dream world, maybe I can dream the staircase back up.
Okay, that would be your dreaming skill.
Oh,
Focus
Yes.
really hard.
All right.
indeed. Let us try.
Great insight.
No, I failed by.
All right, let me try. So what do you? All right.
Ooh, Dottie, I'm focusing.
Trying to visualize those stairs because I can see them very, very clearly too.
No, they were here.
Fuck no, I can't.
All right, let's see if my memory serves me.
Yeah, come on, you're an actor. You have to have a strong
Really good
imagination.
at making things that aren't there.
Dramatic
Yeah.
Yes.
pause.
Shit.
Odd 4.
Yay!
Yes.
All right.
That is a hard success.
Very
Nice,
good. Very
nice.
good.
Okay, so now you just have to pay the magic points.
Oh, like all of them.
Let's see here.
Well, how
so
many
it's
steps are in the stairs? How many steps do we need?
Yeah.
13.
That'll knock me out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
good.
No.
Well, it's 1/5 the it's 1/5 the value, which is usually corresponding to the size rating of whatever you're trying to create.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So
But it's not like a library staircase.
No.
no, it's just a simple back staircase.
Yeah.
Indeed.
10 steps maybe.
Well, it goes up 20 feet, right? Because
Yeah.
it's a
Right.
second story
Okay, all right, very
ascent.
well then.
So we'll say it's a value of 20.
Oh.
So 1/5 that would be 4 points.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's not
That's
too
perfectly
bad.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I will wobble on my feet slightly as,
Yeah.
Yes.
as like a fourth of my, rather a third of my
Yes.
magic points are sucked out of me.
Break a
creating
sweat.
this staircase
Yeah.
heading up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna push.
So
you
it's
from the back.
total like 90s morphing technology. You know, this
Wow. Yeah.
this door appears out of nowhere.
Oh, it's not like Inception where it's just like the ceiling pushes back and like stairs like push out from the
come
wall.
on, that's
okay.
better.
I like. We'll go
I know
Inception.
you blocked out
Well,
Inception.
I did.
so-
I did.
I'm
so
sorry.
bad,
I've
but-
never seen it.
Oh,
Don't.
well, don't bother.
Would you prefer like a Max Payne analogy?
No, we'll go with Inception. That's fine.
No, Inception works.
Inception's
so you
fine.
wobble a bit. I noticed that, so I kind of push you from the back. Like, okay,
right.
let's go upstairs.
Hey, stairs. It worked.
Yep.
Who would have thought a dramatic pause would be so effective?
All right, so we're
Okay.
going up the stairs.
Okay. So up the stairs you go.
Very good. Now we're going to get this thing. We're going to go, and it's all
And we'll
going to
be
be
done.
fine.
Yes.
All right. So you head up the stairs. You get to the top. It's as you remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
corpses? 2 corpses? Everything's fine?
Yeah, are the bodies there?
No, you do not. It's as you remember sans corpses. So
Corpses.
Good,
All right.
that's
A
good.
few
That's
things
fine.
knocked over.
Yeah.
Corpses, you say.
The bottles are going from the bed.
so yeah, you go into Edgar's bedroom.
Yeah.
That of course has windows that look out.
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna look out the window.
From the windows, you can see the cathedral square far above you,
Right?
and it seems to be that is where the people are going.
Okay.
Okay, avoid the
All right.
cathedral.
There's a large gallows that has been erected there.
Of course. What else draws a crowd, right?
How many? Can I see how
They're
many?
hanging a witch.
How many do they have there?
I'll need a spot hidden roll for further details.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh, that is a hard, extreme success.
Extreme
Like
success.
a hawk she has.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So Legolas, your elven eyes detect.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. When you don't want to ace
Yeah.
a spot
Well,
hidden
at
roll.
least you should check your spot.
I will, for sure.
Yeah,
But still, like.
Check your dreaming if you have.
Oh, I
Yeah.
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 All right.
So there's these gallows. They're very extensive.
Extensive.
Extensive
many are
gallows.
there?
You can see about a half a dozen
Exactly.
bodies. No, you can see about a half a dozen bodies
Hanging.
in various gibbets and iron,
Yeah, cage
frameworks,
things.
I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Crow's nests and stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Crow cages.
There is a solitary figure standing alone on the gallows, with his head downcast and his hands clasped behind his back, perhaps bound behind his back.
Huh.
It's obviously too far away to make out details, other than the fact that he is wearing a contemporary 20th century tweed suit, not unlike the kind that Edgar Wellington was sporting.
No, my God, we need to rescue. It's Edgar. Edgar is going to be executed.
No, we're in a
I'm
dream.
sorry, who's Edgar?
This is the gentleman's house. This
The
is where-
taxidermist.
The taxidermist. He owns this location.
He's
he
a rather
possesses.
shoddy taxidermist.
Well, I mean, that's just
yeah.
in this plane.
Yeah, but he's actually quite good. But I would say he's going to be executed. We need to get him.
Not feeling it.
Why not?
Because this is just a dream. None of this is real.
Well,
We are real.
I have to
He's-
Yeah, but
say,
we're just visitors.
No, he's already dead.
Right here.
But they're going to kill him.
He's dead in our world.
well,
I don't-
it's
it
a
doesn't matter.
fascinating and funny thing. Although the physical body may be affected.
Doing some reading.
I dive
Been
under the
doing some
bed.
reading. So I heard it told. Although the physical body may suffer in the waking world and the dreaming world, one's consciousness may go on.
Yes, and we
You may
need his
say.
consciousness because it possesses the scroll.
And so
Consciousness?
Yes.
one
can I
may
grab
leave the
scroll
body
from the
behind and
There's nothing under the bed.
Yeah.
What?
Nope.
There's no scroll under the bed?
Nope.
It's Edgar. Edgar knows the scroll. He knows the scroll.
Oh shit, we
All
took the
right.
scroll out from under the bed.
All
and
right,
now
what
it's-
if we go? Can I roll my courage?
We're going. We're
we
going.
go-
I'm going. I want to go.
We're going to be on
He's the only one who knows where the scroll is, so we gotta get him. Mm-hmm. If it's not under the bed,
kind
where
of time.
he hid the scroll under the bed, but if it's not there anymore, he's the one who knows where it is.
Exactly.
Unless us taking the scroll made it so that.
Yeah,
I think
let's
you can
just
write it
screw
down. I
them.
think you can write it down on anything.
is it? It being a taxidermy shop,
Yes.
is there, I don't know, quantities of fabric or anything, say, anywhere, something that might be suitably cloak-like to cover our contemporary costume?
Yeah. Is there any clothes or anything? It's a very good
Talking.
question.
Who's got the lowest luck?
That would be me.
Roll it.
Oh my.
I have fantastic luck.
Nope. What about
Sorry.
bed sheets?
You could go with bed sheets
Luck is.
if you want to cut eye holes in.
Yeah.
Well, you
no,
said
luck is
the.
Ghost,
We could
ghost.
just do a slit and do it like kind of poncho-y style.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
you
so we're
said that
gathering.
the deer was partially gutted.
Uh-huh.
Has it been fully skinned?
I didn't mention
Nope.
it doing it.
There you go.
Oh, it hasn't
You
been
could cut
fully
it.
skinned.
You could
No.
cut it though.
Have we seen the deer? Do we get
No.
to
No, I didn't
You haven't
mention
seen
it
the
part
deer.
yet.
Mention the deer, yeah.
All right,
so,
no.
no. Bed sheets
the
it
bear?
is.
The bear.
That-
Do you really want like a rotting bear skin?
It's like
trying to fit
fully.
in with
It's
these
fully.
jackasses,
Well,
like-
even the hide is rotted on the bear.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So no, we'll just
Bed
get
sheets
sheets.
it
We
is.
just we have to go now. We have to go
Is there
now.
nothing in the room? Are we sure that it's already not here?
It was supposed to be
You
under
can
the bed.
take as long as you like to canvas the room. It's empty.
It's not there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have to
All
get
right.
Edgar.
Yeah, it was supposed to be under the bed. If it's not, we have to get Edgar.
Very well then.
All right, so
Look
we,
in it.
so we gather up the sheet. Well, if you don't want to, then
No, I'm gonna might as well go team here.
All right, how many bolts do I have for this arbalist?
Let's see. How much ammunition did you have for your shotgun?
I don't think I grabbed any shells, so I think I just had what was in the two was it 2 barrels? I think it has 2 barrels, right?
Okay, so we'll say you have 2 bolts.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Not like it's going to do much use for me anyway. I'm 50%, but
It's
maybe I
fine.
can point at someone. All right, let's go.
Stand down.
So we have some sheets that we're cloaking, like.
All right, you're just gonna
covering
wrap yourselves.
So
Yeah.
Yoga style.
Sheets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure,
why
sure,
not?
sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna head
Italy
and
night.
Huh? What?
Italy.
They'll recognize it on some level.
Yeah. So we're heading toward the cathedral.
Okie
I'm gonna
dokie.
run. We're gonna have to run. to make
Yeah, we're
it
gonna have to.
Exactly.
Go in
Yeah, we're
full crowd
booking
while
it.
keeping
We're
it
booking
up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's a little creaky, this
You
one.
know, how
Maybe
about
not run.
Hustle.
I
Hustle.
can. Well, I was gonna say I can always
On my
like
back.
hang back and I don't know, investigate the premises or just check out the other cars
Well,
of
that's
the
the
train or
exit.
something.
Right, that is the exit. Maybe she can hold the exit door open for us.
Yeah, that's where you entered the world. So it's probably where you can exit the world.
Why not?
Okay.
Okay, if you don't mind hanging back.
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
Sure.
I can carry you on my back. Hop on.
I'm not very small.
You're not small, but you're
No, I
frail,
am small.
right?
No, I am
You
small.
were.
Oh yeah.
It's up to you.
To be fair, we don't really want to get back on the train from here.
No,
We would be leaving our
that's
cargo
true.
back at
We
the
do
hotel,
want to just head back to the hotel.
which has the arm.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Back room.
I'll be
well-
heading back to the train.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because she was on the
Right,
train.
right,
She,
right.
she has to get back where she came from.
Totally.
Different
Yeah.
path than us.
Yeah.
It's
Indeed.
true.
All right, well let's.
Why not? Let's hop on.
All right.
All right, Yoda.
Hop on.
Hop on the back.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yoda.
Yeah. So we're headed toward the cathedral.
Okie dokie.
I'm footing it.
Yes.
All right, so you start wending your way up through the narrow cobblestone streets that are ascending upwards towards the cathedral square. basically just for the benefit of Jade. The town of Lausanne is situated on the banks of Lake, well, not on the banks, but near Lake Geneva, on the slopes of the mountains that come up from the lake. So it's all
Slanty.
It's
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Slantwise.
So the streets tend to kind of hairpin back and forth and go up and down stairs and that sort of thing. Passing through, there's still people, out and
How many
about.
blocks away are we?
You're not too far away. It's, as the crow flies, only about maybe 300 yards. But the streets
wending.
being what they are, wending and turning and twisting, even more so than in the real world. It's going to take you like 10 minutes to walk there. So.
All right, so we're making our way toward the cathedral.
So as you are passing through a small courtyard,
yes,
there's a gentleman, doing some sort of exhibition.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Busker?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. He's a busker. He's got a hat in front of him.
All right.
And he says, "Watch as I demonstrate my magic." And he picks up the hat and puts his hand into the hat, and the hat goes all the way up the length of his arm.
Whoa.
And then he whisks the hat away, and his arm is missing.
Oh shit!
wow, that's
Perhaps alarm.
Yeah. Is that the trick of it?
Well, and then he sets it down on the ground, and he puts one leg in it, and the leg disappears down into the hat.
God, oh
and then when
God.
he straightens his leg up, the leg is missing.
It's a collapsible leg.
Then he puts his other leg into the hat and just like drops down and rolls off it, so he's just a torso with a head and an arm, and the leg's missing. And then he rolls back over and puts his other arm in the hat, and that disappears.
He's the simulacrum.
And then there's just this writhing torso with a head on it, and he's laughing hysterically and maniacally, and he says, "Won't somebody get my limbs back, please?"
Yes.
working
We're
on it.
We're on it. If I had a
Working
coin,
on
I would
it.
toss it to you.
Working on it.
If I toss it in your hat, though, you'll lose it.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Zing.
Zinger.
The pain.
But just like a bear stump, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Curious.
Okay, so
Let's
we're-
continue.
That's highly symbolic. Thank you, sir.
All right, so you pass out of the courtyard, head up the street. You're reasonably sure it's going to take you up to the cathedral square.
Reasonably sure. We're very sure.
Yes,
We are quite
as sure as you can be. You reach an intersection that has been paved with gigantic black and white stones
Yes.
to form a chessboard.
Yes.
There are two statues on either side, one black, one white. They are featureless. They are androgynous, but humanoid.
Sphinxes or
No, they're standing. Yeah, they're humanoid. In the other spaces that would normally be a chessboard, there are people. And as you watch, the game seems to be starting. One of the pawns, one of the people steps forward 2 squares. Then another pawn steps forward 2 squares diagonally, and so the other one moves to capture. And so as it moves in to capture that piece, it takes a dagger out of its belt, and he just grabs the other person and slits his throat.
Ah, of course, it's wizard's chess.
So we'll need some sand rolls all around, please.
oh my god.
We don't have to
Yeah.
do this.
No, we don't.
Yeah, let's.
Make sand.
Uh-huh.
I made
no, I
it.
failed.
I made
Yeah,
it.
I make it.
If you fail, you lose 1 point.
I made it.
And yeah, you can move around the edge.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
let's
we are.
skirt
we
the
are.
edge of it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the chess game is proceeding at a rapid clip, even as you
Of course, it's speed.
Avoid it.
even as you make your way through. And so yeah, like people are just dropping left and right as
Yeah.
their
man.
throats are slit.
And they're stabbed and impaled by knights on horseback and
Exactly.
Yes.
horrifying.
Pretty.
Have the bishops kill people. Nah, I don't want to watch.
No.
You don't
no,
wanna know.
No.
No.
All right.
And so you reach you finally reach the cathedral square.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay. And we
We're
see
here.
the gallows.
I will place Padma back down on the
Correct.
Yes, you see the gallows.
People are shouting.
There's a crowd of people in the square,
Toothless rabble.
and they're all shouting. They're really amped up.
Edgar is up there.
Edgar's standing up there.
Oh, that poor man.
So, let me paint the tableau for you. Whoops.
Okay.
There we go.
No, me neither.
I don't like the sound of a tableau.
No.
All right, so okay, so there's the large platform. So Edgar is standing there as before. He has now been joined by 2 other figures.
Oh.
We recognize them.
Well, you recognize one because it's a bronze statue.
What?
It's the statue of Otho of Grandson, who was pointed out to you by the Duke when he was giving you a tour. It is the handless statue that's in the cathedral.
Yeah.
So it's his statue.
The statue is on the platform.
They
Huh.
are mad.
It looks exactly the way it looked in the cathedral, except black ooze is slowly dripping from the stumps on its arms. You can see now that you're closer that Edgar is indeed bound in chains on his wrists and ankles.
How are we gonna do this?
We gotta get him out of here.
And then there is a figure wearing a hooded robe, so you cannot see who this may be.
It's the Duke.
This
I
isn't the
wish.
earlier figure in the hooded robe. This is a different figure in a hooded robe.
What was the earlier figure?
The hat?
Like from the parade.
No, that must have been the same figure because I remember you mentioning a figure up on the stage.
Yeah.
Is it the same guy?
Oh, is there like an executioner person up
That's what
there?
I mean.
I think that is the executioner person, right? The person that
The guy in the robe.
It could well be. Could well be.
All right, we don't know who he is, but are they bound?
Could be good or
Ringleader?
bad.
Are they bound?
Snub.
The person in the robe is not bound, no.
He's not seen.
Okay, so this is
Yeah,
like an
I thought
executioner,
that was a-
punisher type
yeah.
person. Okay.
No, Edgar Wellington is there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
As-
we know
as
that.
seen
And
before.
it's
There, I
inside the
just wondered who
statue. The
Fine.
robe.
All right, the robe figure. He's played by Tim Conway in my mind, by the way.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm into it.
Edgar Wellington.
No,
No,
the hooded
the hooded
figure.
executioner
The
guy.
executioner is Tim Conway.
Come on, it
all
helps.
right?
It
Nice.
helps.
Okay.
That helps
All right.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sorry.
the figure raises his hands,
Shit.
and the crowd falls largely silent. And it says in
Yeah, we
a
gotta kill him.
it says in a familiar voice for the three of you. Before us stands a man accused of grievous crimes. His criminal conduct is withholding what is due to us. In withholding what is due to us renders him our enemy, and hence he must stand trial before us. Oh my god. At this point, the figure casts back its hood, and indeed you see it is the Duke.
Yes.
Duke!
All right. Shoot
Oh,
him.
that
Kill
Duke
him.
is
Kill
the
him.
worst.
Kill him. Shoot him.
As prince and protector of this realm, I appoint myself the judicial representative of the
what?
people of Lausanne,
This creep.
and will see that this rogue gets his just desserts.
Shooting him? Shooting.
All right, I will point out that there is an angry mob in the square
Yeah,
who
but-
seem to be all for the Duke.
Well, so he hasn't been given a trial yet.
Seems not.
All right. So wait. I said.
So the crowd is cheering
Okay.
the prince's words and booing Wellington, lobbing rotten vegetables at him and that sort of thing.
All right.
Is anyone willing to take the part of the criminal in these proceedings?
Who's got law?
Lawyer, yeah.
Lawyer up.
I have 5%.
Hold on. Is there such a thing as law? Oh, there is such a thing as law.
That's library
Son of a
use.
gun. How about
Library use?
I've got persuade.
Oh yeah, persuade.
Persuade? Are you? How much do
I've
you
got persuade. I've got 50% of persuade.
5-0?
That's pretty good.
That's
I've
pretty
I've
damn
got
good.
60 in persuade.
What?
Oh.
There you go. This is a crowd. You can work a crowd.
yes.
That is true. I stand for Edgar Wellington.
Yes! Oh, what is does the prince?
I throw back my cloak.
yes!
Throw back your bed sheet.
Yeah, throw back my bed sheet and with the arbalest in one hand and I shout, "Looks like I got here just in the nick of time. I wonder what that makes me."
Oh my god! What are you, Ash?
Yeah. He's got to have a role to play.
It's true. All right, so
So yeah, the prince stares at you, narrows his
But
eyes.
does he see all of? Does
He sees all of
three
you.
of us?
Yeah, he sees all three of you.
I would so flip.
Don't
him
recognize
off.
you.
Yeah.
Still,
His eyes just sort of like glide over you.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
next person.
Like, yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna wave to him.
Toodles.
Hello.
And yeah, the crowd grows even more deadly quiet as they all stare at you, but they make a path
That's
Good.
right.
to the gallows.
Hey,
Oh,
good.
yay.
Go.
Cats to the gallows.
All right, does anyone want to go with Vance? You could form a defense
I
team
will.
if you
Yeah,
want.
I'll go.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, Padma?
I don't know. Maybe they need someone in like the rebel to like, you know.
Yeah, that guy's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
A shill.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We need a hype man.
I'm just saying. Anonymity my family.
Ma'am, I have never met you before. Is that correct?
I'm I'm an elder. Just saying.
That's true.
Yep.
Awesome.
Got it.
I could probably fake a French accent.
There you go.
Yeah, I bet you could. No?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I'll point out that even though the Duke/Prince still has his accent,
Stupid accent.
whatever he's speaking, whatever the crowd has been yelling, isn't English. It isn't French, and yet you all understand it perfectly well.
And it sounds like they understand us.
That's pretty fantastic.
Okay, so
Head on up. Does Edgar see us?
yes, he does.
Good.
So the prince, sort of says, whatever. Come on up. You can all make psychology rolls.
Yeah.
Wait, at a whopping 10%.
Make it.
Oh yeah, I make that.
So Vance and Dottie, you both notice that he's really trying to act unconcerned, but appears to be choking back his gall.
All right.
Is there one among you, he says to the crowd, who wishes to offer himself to justice? And this is after you all have surmounted the gallows, and the front ranks of the crowd starts going nuts, like me, pick me.
Offer yourself to justice.
And so the prince is like, you. And so the prince is like, oh, thank you, prince. Like, as all the other people in the crowd descend on him and start beating him. And so you can just hear the sound of knuckles on bone, and then bones snapping, and then you hear like this rending sound. And then after a minute or so, this freshly flayed skin suit is offered up out of the crowd, dripping blood. So I'll need sanity rolls from everybody, please.
That I'm surprisingly fine with.
Yeah, I'm
Saw worse and more. Yeah.
pretty good there.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed by 1.
Okay, and Max?
I made it.
I need more luck.
Okay, those of you who made it lose 2.
I failed.
Dottie, you lose 6.
Oh, no, you're not.
Do you want to spend luck
Yes.
to
Yes.
reduce your...
Yes,
okay,
yes,
so
so-
that would be 12 luck to make it a 3-point loss.
Would this
All right,
still
worth it.
reignite her?
You need
No.
Okay.
No, she's already due for indefinite insanity, so... It's coming when you wake up.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right, I make it so I just lose 3.
Yeah.
It's not real anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Looks real enough.
Yeah, and I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I can hear.
And so the prince accepts the skin and with a smile shakes off the blood a little bit and then drapes it over the shoulders of the bronze statue.
Oh, huh.
So that's justice?
The statue,
That's being hung.
yep. There's a sound of kind of two things melding together.
Yeah,
And the skin is like merging with the bronze statue, and you see its chest begin to rise and fall as it's taking asthmatic breaths.
Right.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
And then its eyes open, and it has living eyes within its sockets.
True.
So the prince says to it, "You are the overseer. Determine the guilt or innocence of the accused at the conclusion of the proceedings."
Okay. I can accept the authority of this thing, right?
Can you? I don't know.
It's a statue, so it's bound to be impartial, right?
Of course.
All right. So far, Wellington has continued to. So far, Wellington has continued to stare at the wooden planks.
He doesn't identify. He doesn't
doesn't look
recognize
at
us.
He had glanced up when you called out.
Yes. Yes.
But he's trembling. He's pretty much overwhelmed.
Right.
Can we go up to him or no?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna get you out of this.
Oh, you got it. You have to help me. Oh, it's terrible.
Okay.
I came here a few hours ago, and I was in my shop.
Right?
I came to retrieve the scroll,
Yes.
and I only just had the briefest moment to hide it before the prince came for me.
You hide it.
It's in the bear.
Okay. It's in the bear. Okay. So die. So
Good luck. Bye.
all right. Well, we're here to.
But don't worry. It's all a dream. We'll all wake up.
That's right.
We'll all wake up. No matter what happens, we always wake up.
Oh, poor
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
That's right.
Get the bear.
So are you gonna?
Oh, I know what the
bear.
bear is.
The
We can go find it
bear.
together.
All right, very well.
Carry me back.
Yep.
So Yoda and Luke head back to the.
So Max, are you trying to get down off the scaffolding?
Ooh, sounds like there's a challenge
gallows.
there.
You're on the defense team.
I
Can't
better
just
stay.
saunter away.
No, I better stay. Mm-hmm. We better stay.
All right, but yeah. So Wellington says, "The scroll is yours. I promise."
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's all
He's
well
in
and
no
good
position
now.
to promise squat.
And now it's ours.
And so the prince clears his throat. He says, "You have had enough time to consult with the
shit.
defendant."
Of course.
I don't even know he's charged.
No, we don't even. Yeah, we don't know the charges. So yeah.
All right.
People of Lausanne. This traitor has refused to cooperate with the duly assigned officers of the realm, in that he was summoned to present himself before the people's court of Lausanne, and he did kick and scream and protest mightily, and thereby create an uproar in the street, to wit, causing unnecessary trouble for officers assigned to conduct him to the court. Such behavior aims at undermining the authority of my rule and represents a challenge to the law of my will. Were he innocent, he would be meek. Were he meek, he would be released in due course. These ancient precepts of my rule being violated, I call for the judge to find him guilty of this charge. And so the judge makes no reply, but continues to breathe asthmatically. And the prince waves his hand to you and says, "Fine, you may present an argument, whatever, go ahead."
Whatever. Go ahead.
So I will look for Padma in the audience.
All right.
And I will say, these charges against this innocent man cannot bear to be held by true justice.
I'm like, that's some interesting reflection. I don't know. Which acting school did he go to?
So you can make an idea roll to pick up what he's putting down. Say-o.
Okay, idea is my intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it says that under that. I make it.
Yes.
Yes.
You get it. You get it. So you can slip away if you want.
All right, I'm just gonna like and shake my head, and then shrug at someone. And then
She's probably heading off to get more stew.
Yummy stew. Arm stew.
Arm
So
stew.
we see her heading off.
Yes,
like
you
in-
do see her disappear
Okay,
very.
so
The Duke claims ancient rights of leadership in this realm, yet by his own statement, he is simply standing in for a higher authority. How can you, good people of Lausanne, listen to this newcomer
That's good stuff.
very good. Very
and believe that his word, any word of his, could represent your ancient law?
Yes. Love it, love it, love it.
This man obviously has some sort of personal reason for wishing ill upon this man who I would imagine none of you have seen before in your town. I put forward
Yes.
that he has created this situation for you in order to kill an innocent man
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yes.
and stuff.
yes,
Yes, yes.
to kill
Innocent man.
innocent man who has done no ill to any person present. If he has caused any grief to any man or woman in this square, raise your voice and step forward and state your
Yeah.
Grievance.
Grievance. That's the word.
Perfect. Yes. Very good, very good, very good.
Okay, excellent. So what I'm doing is I'm scoring you based on your arguments, and then you can make a persuade roll, and if you make a successful persuade roll, you get extra points.
Yes.
so persuade.
Yeah.
Spend luck. Spend luck.
How much luck?
All of it.
What did you get there?
Oh.
How much luck do you have?
I have 18 points of luck.
I'm going to spend 26 points of luck.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it
I
goes.
spent all mine in a freaking library roll, you know. Turned up nothing, so I don't even.
All right.
All right.
Very good.
Wow.
So the Duke says, "People of Lausanne, The defendant's lawyers, representatives, are clearly working against him, for he points out the very thing that makes this man such a despicable character, so worthy of your suspicion and derision. He is a foreigner. He is not like you. This Englishman stands here, living testimony to his own guilt. Look how he shakes and trembles. We of Lausanne pride ourselves on the purity of our blood. It is our strength and our glory, for it allows us to feel united under the common purpose of my will.
Incest?
His presence among us is like a cancer, drawing other foreign bodies. And he gestures at the three of you.
Yeah.
Who must be cut out.
Oh, God.
And so the crowd's like, yeah, cut him out, yeah, cheering and so forth. And so he kind of like, the prince bows to the rest of you. Beat that.
Well, look at how meek this gentleman is being. He may have been alarmed by your ways because he is a foreigner, so he's not familiar with your traditions and your protocols. So I would say that he is being meek before the court in this moment, and that should show some good faith in his willingness to become a part of your society in a conscientious and mindful way and respectful way.
Okay, make a persuade roll.
Come on, baby.
Where's my persuade? I will spend 6. No. Actually, I will spend.
Oh, you don't need to spend more. It's just a simple success is all you need.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't make it harder.
It doesn't do you any good. There's no point in spending luck.
Can I see that extra?
Except just to
All right.
succeed.
So I use 6 luck to
Succeed.
Yep.
Okay. Duly noted. Very well, says the prince. Say what you wish, but we cannot deny the third and most important charge. People of Lausanne, we accuse the treacherous enemy before us of the possession of forbidden knowledge. Who knows what secrets a foreigner hides? And yet hide them he does, this guilty man before us today, seeking only to deceive us, seeking only his own devious advantage, and not the advantage of his prince or his people, entered our secret realm in possession of that which only I, as ruler, may obtain. What does he plot? Why such concealment? Why hide cunningly what is mine by fiat? There must be some devious reason to do so. He must be punished, for he has secreted the scroll somewhere within this princely realm, like a mine ready to explode beneath our foundations. Were he to bring forth the scroll, I should have reason for clemency. But he persists in deceit. He mocks and despises my suzerain will. I call upon the judge to consider the crimes of the accused and determine him guilty as charged.
Max, you're up.
I'm up.
Now I'm just a simple southern lawyer.
I may not know about a whole lot of fancy fiat.
I'll say.
One thing I do know. How about this? If we stand here as a foreign cancer, then let us exeunt quickly. We will give up all property of our realm, of the realm, to you, the house. We will go, never to return. All of us will go, never to return. Furthermore, upon our leaving, we will spread the word throughout our world, never to come here. You can be rid of us all. And you will obtain a nice townhouse.
Yes.
All right.
Love it.
Let's
Go Max.
You can do it.
Yes.
All right, persuade roll, please.
So
7. I rolled a 7.
Yes.
He's a greedy fucker, is he not?
Yes, he is greedy and ridiculous.
It is a nice townhouse.
It is a nice one. It's a good one. Once you clean out all
A
the
little slippery. but
Yeah, once you
hopefully
clear.
with a newly stripped bear.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Oh, we'll get there.
Arm deep in a writhing maggot bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, basically, I'm scoring you on points, as I said.
Yes.
You have to get 7 points, 7 or more points. And so, You conclude your argument.
Yes.
There's a moment of silence that passes. The judge statue is just wheezing away.
Oh.
And then it lifts one of its dripping stumped arms and rotates it and points at Edgar Wellington.
Is that a good thing or
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I look at the prince.
The prince looks incensed.
Yes!
Indeed. He actually stamps his feet on the boards,
Wow.
In frustration. But the shackles fall off of Wellington's wrists and ankles.
All right, so we're going to take him.
The crowd is silent and stunned. By the way, you guys got exactly 7 points.
Oh, my
Oh
goodness.
my god, you
So
guys.
if you hadn't made your persuade rolls,
Would have been an
Oh no, my god. Okay. We are escorting Edgar. We are taking him with us.
so you pass through this corridor.
Silent.
That
People-
opens up in front of
Yeah,
yeah.
and they're all just staring at
Oh, we
you.
have no time.
No, we need to get the hell out of here.
And as you're leaving the square, you can hear the prince. He's recovered. He's no longer stamping the boards. And he says, "Today we have seen justice only partly done. What of the foreigners who defended the criminal? What of their conspiracy? Bring them to me."
Yeah, run.
Does it kind of fly in the face of this
RLH.
judge who just like
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much
it
they
does.
Well,
created.
he wants to bring you guys up on
I know,
charges.
no, we know.
Yeah,
but
we get it.
we're-
We get it.
I mean, Edgar's cool. Edgar's
Yeah.
good.
Edgar's
Yeah,
fine.
thank God. We're out of there.
All right, so down at the taxidermy shop.
Good job.
Yeah, you have found your way into the storeroom. There's the bear. It stinks terribly, terrifically.
Disgusting.
The skin is just hanging in tatters.
But a noble animal.
Yes, I
Yes,
know.
indeed.
Even in death.
Definitely.
It's pretty bad. There's bones. There's bones sticking out.
Look, we're trying
You
to
know.
salvage some
Trying to save my
dignity.
I'm not giving it to you.
Yes.
I'm not giving it to you.
or like I don't know, freshly prodded.
There's kind of a cavity under its rib cage
Oh.
that looks like it might be a likely spot.
All right.
Likely.
Well, yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so you'll need a hard success on your Constitution.
Cool.
Ooh,
So yeah, I
take it
got
high.
some luck to burn.
Yeah, you can burn. Absolutely.
I failed by just a little bit. Mm-hmm. So
Failed the hard or failed entirely?
failed entirely.
Oh, it's gonna
So you can spend down to hard.
be small.
I'm calculating how much that is.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and how much would that be?
18.
Okay, not too bad.
No.
Not bad. I'm still the highest.
That's the advantage of having a low con.
Hey, big spender.
Making it work.
Yeah, seriously, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Christ.
We're gonna be so
Okay.
fucked in the end game.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
it's
we're-
true.
we're
It's true.
dead.
Yeah, no.
Nah. Oh, it's fine.
Bad.
Couldn't happen.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah,
Roll.
so you reach your hand up, and the insides are still in there.
Yeah.
So you're going through this like sluicing, disintegrating lung, and like up through muscle that's just falling apart as your fingers go through it,
Cool.
and the fat is just running down your forearm and dripping off your elbow.
All right.
And as you're reaching further up towards the sort of sternum area, like kind of where the heart should be, your fingers clasp around something that doesn't feel like rotting flesh. It feels like maybe tanned leather, actually. So pull it out, and this waterfall of rotting tissue falls out.
With the slurping suck.
With a slurping sound and splattering on the floor.
Yep.
But you're
I'm wearing a
holding.
dressing gown.
Yeah. I need to send this into the cleaners. But you are holding a sealed leather, like waterproof scroll case, like the kind that you would
Yeah.
take camping or something,
Indeed.
for your maps.
I'm gonna shake it off a little bit,
Troy.
and I'm gonna go back to the train.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
change.
That's right.
Yes.
At least one of you will make it out of here alive.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
and I need to change.
That too. Yeah. You're not even thinking about them. You're like, God, oh God.
Yes.
Lady always.
Let's do a stand roll for that too while we're at it.
I make it.
Great. All right, so you're fine. You disassociate well enough.
Yep.
Okay.
dissociate well enough. All right, then.
Never mind.
All right.
What?
No.
What?
Oh, come on, share it.
Go.
All right.
Go.
In real life, I had a friend recently who had his leg amputated. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I
yeah.
had a mold of his foot.
Yeah.
Like after he got it back from the hospital, and it was like sloughing, and
Yeah.
like my hand slipped, and like my fingers like went all the way down between his shin bones.
Yep.
And so you're like describing all this, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh well, good. I'm glad I passed the reality check.
yeah. I was like, oh no, this is fine.
kinda how it
This is
goes.
totally fine.
Oh,
And I was
man.
just had this moment of like, no, she's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
But I had that like flashback moment. I'm like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
slippery slip.
I hope you're having fun.
Yes.
Jen, you remember one of the first Cthulhu games I ran for you, and Bill number 1 was in it,
Yeah.
and I'm describing this guy who got struck by lightning, and he's like, I got struck by lightning. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Do you remember
We
that?
went through so much shit in those early games. I am desperate and thirsty. That's the reason I stuck it out.
you thirsty. Anyway, so
Isn't it funny though when like those moments you're just like, oh no, actually.
but yeah, you never know.
No, you don't know.
You never know.
What people's experiences are that
Yeah.
they bring to the table. Literally.
Yep.
You gotta go forward with it.
Okay, so I would recommend that we're
Run.
escorting Edgar to the
Yes.
hotel.
Time to run.
Right?
You
Yeah.
have to go back.
It's,
Yes.
it's time to run now.
Yes, we are running. Yeah,
Sure.
we can, and we can.
Okay,
we are.
that's
booking
fine.
Booking it to
His
the hotel.
shadows are gone.
Okay,
Yes.
so
up?
I'm
No time for stewed.
Oh my god.
no time for love, Dr.
No time
Jones.
for love.
All right, so Padma, you head out the back door. There's the Ashen Wasteland. The train is still there,
Wow.
but it's starting to like pull away. So you kind of, make your way and you get on.
Is there anyone on board?
No, it's still like this weird dreamlike,
All right,
Okay.
thing.
that's fine. I'm
Um,
just gonna shed my dressing gown on one of the empty bunks.
all right. So we're gonna bust out the chase rules.
All right, let's do it.
We're going.
All right, so I need the 3 of you to make con rolls, please.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I made it.
Roll a 2.
Ooh, that was beyond extreme. Like,
Okay, so we have 2 extremes. What was your extreme?
Regular.
Yeah. So those of you who made extreme successes, you're going to effectively have a +1 on your move for this chase.
Great.
Out of curiosity, what's everyone else's move?
It was 8, now it's 9.
mine's now 8.
Mine's 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're really glad
good
I
you didn't hang
stay.
around for
I
that.
was 3.
Oh.
That's why I sent you off.
Okay.
There.
Yes, that was great.
That was
There.
hysterical.
So good.
That was really good.
Well done, Dave.
Very, very good.
What if I
Okay.
hadn't gotten the idea to roll? Like, how many times would you be able to like shout bear at me?
I know. I was actually kind of hoping for that. Multiple idea rolls. Yeah. All right, so that's Dottie with a 9 and Max and
No, I
Vance.
have an 8.
Oh, Dottie with an 8. Who had the 9?
I did.
Max doesn't.
Max has the 9. Okay, and then Vance has an 8.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So
Not a sprinter. Got the long distance though.
Yeah.
Con 75, baby.
Plus, you have your crossbow thing.
That's true.
That's true. It's bulky.
all right, so that's good because the pursuing mob has a move of 8. So that means none of you are going to be automatically overtaken.
That's
Oh, good.
very good.
Yes. So you all get one move. Well, you all get one move action per chase round, and Max, you're going to get a bonus move action because of your higher move.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So Max has 2 points. You guys have 1 point each. The mob
Yes.
has 1 point.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, and we're going to act in dexterity order. So who is
30?
Really?
30?
65.
60.
30, 65, and 60. Okay, so Dottie's acting last.
Okay.
Max is acting first. Then it's actually it's a tie for Vance and the mob, so we'll need a dex roll, pose dex roll to see.
I fail.
Okay, where's mine? There it is. I failed as well. Let's try again.
All right. Yeah. I make it with a 12.
Great. I made it with a regular.
So that's an extreme success for me.
Okay, so Vance is second, and then the mob is third.
Okay.
Okay, so Max, you get to go first. So basically, what it is there's zones that you move. So it costs you 1 point to move a zone,
Okay.
right? And then so you can use both your points if you just want to like book it and get as far, but you'll leave these behind if you want.
But-
If you want to hold a point to do something, like
know if I'm gonna-
grab Vance's crossbow and
How
fire
many
it,
rounds do we have?
you'll find out.
Oh!
Until we got away, I guess.
Yes.
Make a decision.
Basically.
Yeah. And then sometimes there may be obstacles that you need to spend a point on to get
Very
through.
well.
So, but you're under no obligation to spend all of your move actions.
Lines for
So,
zones.
Yes. That's helpful.
What are you doing?
There's lines for
Yeah.
zones.
there you
Yeah.
go. Perfect.
That's cute.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
All right.
Put the red is the mob.
Yeah.
Red is the mob. So the mob is actually 2 zones back from you. You guys have a little bit of a head start.
Okay.
A little bit.
We need the Pendragon thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was a-
Yeah. If I had a whiteboard, that would be helpful.
Okay.
But anyway, so
All right, I will hold 1 point back then.
okay.
For future use, whatever it may be.
Okay.
Okay, so you basically you book it out the nearest available street, and start running for it. This street has been strewn with cut vegetation. There's long, thin green leaves and bulbs, and there's a sweet, very pungent aroma, which takes you a few moments to realize it's garlic. Actually,
Oh, how exciting.
cut garlic has been strewn on the street.
Great. To cover the corpse odor?
Hard to say. You can spend your extra point on a spot hidden roll if you want.
It might yield a weapon or some type of a something.
Or maybe just something that you have to spend a sand roll for.
Something, yeah.
I do not care.
We just have to
In
get the
this
hell
moment.
out of it.
I choose not to spend that point at this point.
That is fine. Okay, so
I'm curious.
I know.
all right, so Max is on Garlic Street.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Are we all on Garlic Street or no?
well, we have to go in order here.
Yeah, so
so
Vance goes
so
first.
Vance is now on Garlic Street as well,
Okay.
and then the mob is going to spend their point and move up.
Well, we all spend our points, move up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dottie is gonna.
Move to Garlic
gonna
Street.
move
So
to
we're
Garlic.
still two spaces away from
You're
them.
2 spaces away
All
from
right,
them.
very lovely.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. So we go back to Max. You have 2 points to spend.
Onwards!
Okay. So you run down the street, hook a corner, run up this next street. As you are running, the cobblestones in front of you begin to split and fall away.
Really?
And a massive fissure appears,
Yes. Uh-huh.
blowing a frigid wind out of it.
Huh.
So, you can spend your second point right now
Yes.
to try and jump over that. It will require a jump roll.
Jump over. Oh my god.
Is it also possible to skirt around the side?
Yeah.
New.
It is
You have to
not
jump over the
possible.
So you'd have to backtrack.
This is a barrier. Yep.
I have the default and jump.
Me too.
I'm thinking
Me too.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
Backtracking is possibly necessary.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to be take a pause at this point because my team might need me, so I'm not gonna jump.
Okay, that actually brings up a good point. For things like jumping, you can pause voluntarily, and then that gives you a bonus die.
Oh.
Because you're kind of sizing up the jump. Okay?
All right.
So you'll bank that bonus die,
All right, let's do
basically.
that.
All
It'd
right.
be like another 10s if you're gonna jump.
And you can do that up to 2 times if you want to risk the crowd getting closer.
Well, no, but
Well, they're 2 spaces behind you, so
And also,
Still.
it'll give these guys a chance to like catch up with you.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like the first pause, and then they come and greet you, and then like that's
And
second
then
pause.
we're ready to fight. I'm gonna turn around and fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
we
So
can
like
also-
on your next round, you can pause again, action 1, and then jump on your second point, and so that would actually be
use
you'd be
those.
rolling 3 tens dice and picking the best of the 3. So
oh my
That's
God.
compelling.
yes,
Well, is it also possible to backtrack and find a different way to go?
you could try that, but at the
Is it
significant risk of being overtaken.
It's
Okay.
a one way. There's no other doors. There's no other passages.
That's how it's feeling.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So this is
Like
it.
Yeah.
All right, so
These are the-
next.
Next is Vance.
So I run forward, and I also screech to a halt next
That's right.
to next Max. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's the very breath of hell.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right.
Villagers
Then
move up.
the mob,
Okay.
All right.
It's the villagers.
and then Dottie.
I'm moving up.
Okay.
All right. Now we're here.
Also,
Now we're back up to
At the
Max.
Fisher.
So
I
Jumping?
do that. Yeah.
okay, so roll with 3 tens dice
May I
and
have 2 more
choose the
tens dice
best.
from anyone?
Oh
please?
yeah. And that's
You can have Des's.
these ones, right?
Here?
Yeah. No, is it percentile or tens?
Percentile.
Percentiles.
Oh, well you said
Tens.
Tens and ones. Tens and ones. Tens and ones.
2 more hundreds.
I'm never gonna get that. Actually,
I know, that's fine.
I still don't.
I have a mental block.
Right, but the ones is just the ones.
Yes,
The ones
the ones are the ones, and 3 tens dice.
All right. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Go.
We made it on one. I made it on one of them.
Great.
You
Yeah.
have a 16?
No, I rolled a 26, and I
And
have
jump.
is 20, right?
Yeah.
So just
So it's a
spend
6
luck.
point.
luck?
6 point luck spend. Yep,
Nice.
that's fine.
Over the hill. here.
Max.
Thank you for the use of beautiful dice.
I have an itch.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to
And so that was his
this?
first move on this turn.
Try.
That was actually both actions.
Oh,
Check
'cause-
what's in
Because I
holding and then
because
jumping for the third time. I see.
That was the cost of the die.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I just got a kitty here. And
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, so Vance, so you can try and just a raw roll right now, or you can bank a bonus die for next round.
They're going to be upon you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you pause here, there'll be 1 space back.
I'm going to pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can afford it.
Alrighty. So they are now on Garlic Street.
Yeah, they're now right behind us.
And Dottie, how about you?
I guess I'll pause too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Max.
What? Yes. Now I'm on the other
All right.
side.
Yes, you've made it. You are running.
At the start of Garlic Street.
you were behind the
Behind the mob.
That would just be so fun.
Actually.
Real.
Jade,
Yes.
like that.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry. This itch.
All about that itch right now.
It's
Okay.
itchy. Scabby, crust.
Okay, so at the end of the street, Max.
Yes?
You see a deserted square ahead of you, not unlike the chessboard square. Although this one is different.
Devoid of freshly slain corpses.
Yeah.
Well, there's just a giant statue in the middle of the square.
All right.
It's actually almost sort of modernist in its construction. It's made of wires. It's like a wire constructed humanoid statue wearing tattered rags for clothes.
I love it. It's very, very Wicker Man, very anthro.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Wicker Man.
Very anthro. All right. So you are in the square. Do you want to pause and wait for your compatriots, or do you want to keep pressing on?
No, keep going.
Okay.
Would hold it against you.
As you run through, you can see that the wire is sharp. It is cut steel, right? Almost like razor wire with many little barbs and edges, and that the rags are actually pieces of skin that the wire has snagged. Right.
Right.
So make a sand roll for that, please.
No.
Statues are acting really like skin.
They do.
Made it.
They do.
All right, lose 1 point.
Theme.
I don't have time to think about this stuff.
From within the statue is emerging a sweet, sweet song.
Yes.
Not unlike the songbird voice of
Yes.
Oh.
Cavallaro
Yes.
Yeah.
on the train.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like she is singing from within
But is it her?
the statue.
Is it her?
It's not like
It's my uncle, but it's not my uncle.
exactly.
All right.
Yeah, it reminds you of her. So
That's
yeah.
nice.
So
Great.
anyway.
Good job, everyone.
But the lips of the thing aren't. It's not like he's
No, it's just moving. It's just it's emerging
a
from
bird in a
within.
cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's even more powerful and affecting than on the train.
Sure.
God,
Yeah.
if that's possible.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Well, I'm strung out right now.
Yeah.
It's so high right now.
Yeah.
All right, so you are moving on. Okay.
Is there any way to be like a rat and get around this thing? I don't want to go stomping into the damn square with this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can hug the
Give it a wide berth.
you can hug the edges of
I'm
the
hugging
square.
the edge.
No problem.
All right.
All right, next we've got Max. So you have banked a bonus
Vance,
die. Would you
all
like to? I mean, Vance. Would you like to bank another bonus die? They'd be right on top of you if you did.
This is
You can hear their shouts echoing
get my fan.
down the street.
Fan?
Kill them!
get it.
Strip their skin from their flesh!
Sounds like part of the judicial process. You have to
Shit.
volunteer
You know
for
they know how
that
to do
shit.
it.
Yeah.
How lucky are you feeling today, Dave?
I don't have time to think about.
Feeling lucky?
I ain't got time to be flayed.
Oh my god.
Not today.
Alright, well, they're gonna
Totally the
take.
name of this episode. Ain't got time to be played.
They're gonna have to take their move to move into the square with me, so I'll be literally
true.
right in front of them when I jump.
Exactly. Yeah. How Hollywood do you want to get here?
I'm Vance Victorson. I'm as Hollywood as it gets, baby.
That's what I just walked in on.
As Hollywood as it gets, baby.
So yeah, I'll bank one more.
Perfect.
Okay.
I have 3 dice on my.
All right.
jump. But Dottie, you're.
Okay, so now the mob is moving up behind you guys.
So now they are in this.
They are coming into the square. They'll be
Yeah.
in the square next turn. So Dottie, that means that if you bank.
Can I jump over the fissure already?
No.
No. So here's let me explain to you your options. You have banked 1 bonus die so far. Vance is going to bank a second one because he's going to move before the mob can move next turn. However, the mob's going to move before you.
No, they will. I have to jump.
So
I have
you
a
pretty
choice.
much have to jump.
But I get a bonus,
You do get a bonus.
which is a percentile dice.
A tens die. That's right.
Tens die.
Yes, that's right. It's a tens die.
It's not. That's a D10. Oh, that's
This is
what
a
fucks me
D10.
up.
This is
Yeah,
a
that's,
D10.
That's what fucks me up. Is a tens dice is like a D10, so that's like a hundreds dice.
That's what I'm hearing. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
But a percentile dice means rolling both dice
Both
together.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's a hundreds dice, but it's not really a hundreds dice because it is really a tens dice.
Slow down. We'll slow
All
down.
right.
Fuck our
22.
vernacular.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 luck to make the jump.
Two luck. Ooh.
Hey.
That
Nice.
was well done. That
Well
was.
done.
Thank you. All right.
All right. So
All right, so
you gracefully arc across the fissure to the strains of
How
operatic
wide is the
music.
fissure?
Oh, it's like 5 feet wide, but it's seemingly bottomless. So, would you take that jump?
In the
Quite a
frigid.
breeze on you there.
Yes.
Fresh. I feel fresh.
Right.
so back up to
It was
Max.
refreshing. Oh my god.
All right. So
Imagining you
yeah.
like jumping with like a Marilyn Monroe moment.
Whee!
All right, Max, it's up to
You can see
you.
my garters.
What do I do?
You're running.
You're
turn.
on, man. So you have reached. You are outside the hotel. You are outside the hotel.
All right. In the hotel we go.
You're running in.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Where's Edgar in
Six,
all of
yes.
this?
Where is Edgar in all of this?
Get a coffee.
Wait.
Want some more stew?
Pause.
Jesus.
Just curious.
Wait, what was that?
No, like, where's Edgar?
Edgar. Oh, Edgar's actually Edgar. Jesus, Edgar is basically pacing Max. He's got a move of 9 and a dex of 75.
Okay,
Oh,
just curious.
yeah.
Let me give him a jump roll just for
Be a sad
fairness
moment.
sake.
Don't even.
He gets like a bonus die though.
Yes. Come on.
Reasonable.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Probably.
'cause-
No,
Yeah.
he does.
Oh,
He
I
does.
fumbled. No, I'm not.
No. Oh.
I was gonna throw this around.
It's fine. I've got the scroll.
I actually
Yeah, that's
I actually rolled an 08 on that. So
Oh, he's doing
So
fine.
So he arcs like a gazelle.
all right, so Max, you and Edgar are at the hotel.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just like, so didn't they save a guy?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't heard his
Right.
name once.
Right.
Since
Good
they
point.
started
Guys,
fleeing.
that guy?
Good point. Good
Okay.
point.
Screw him. We got the scroll.
All right, so
Suckers.
all right, so Max,
Over the whip.
you're going in. You're going in.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Spending both
Die.
Seriously.
spending both your points on move.
Yes.
Okay. So you run through the lobby. You run up the stairs,
And now an
you
obstacle
are
appears.
you are outside your
Door?
your door. So that's where you are.
Very good.
Okay. So back to Vance, who's going to make the jump.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god. Leave that.
I make it!
Yay!
16! Second that fucking jump.
Oh my god.
All right. Done.
So good.
Oh, by the way, I made it with my regular dice. I didn't make it with any of the extra dice. Still
You made it,
good.
you made it.
I
Still
made it.
good. You
Yeah.
made it.
So
You're
right across that little chasm.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
So now we're avoiding the chessboard.
Well, now the
Now the
No,
the,
he's trying to
the terrifying statue actually.
mob. Does the mob follow us? Or
Yes, but I'll need a sanity roll from you, please.
Do you want?
Wicked.
I can bring
and
it too.
and a sanity roll
Right.
from Dottie. Yeah, I forgot to ask last turn.
I make it.
I make it too.
Okay, you both lose 1 point.
All right.
Jeez,
I've lost so much.
Oh, I know.
I've lost
I
a
totally
lot.
understand.
This is not good.
No, it's not.
Okay. And
I'm back down to
then-
my original sand now.
Okay.
It's great.
All right, yeah.
Back down to the original same.
Let's see. What's the dodge default?
Dodge
Half dex.
Default is half dex.
Half dex. Okay. Okay, so that would be 37. All right, I'm going to roll for the mob as they try to jump the chasm.
Oh, jump
I would
default
love
is
to see
20.
Those toothless.
Oh, it's 20. Oh, did I say dodge?
You said dodge.
Sorry,
Yeah.
jump.
Just 20.
20. Okay.
Yes.
I've got 2 successes so far.
No.
3. Well, I'm rolling hot here.
Isn't that so great?
How many are there? I mean, really, this could go on.
We can't cheer for you.
No, I'm just rolling for 6 of them. All right, so 3 out of 6 survived. So that means that 50% of them fell into the chasm.
Good.
Good.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Not enough.
No, not nearly enough. But
Yeah, but they're just like swarming and jumping over like lemmings.
That's not-
You know, so like a lot of them are just like, "Ah," you know, it's like going
Some get
headlong into
crushed by
the.
people behind them.
Exactly. And then some are like, oh, and they jump over, you know, and they make it, you know,
dumb luck.
dumb luck,
All right, Des.
dumb idiot luck.
Yeah.
All right, so
Who's the best kind of luck?
so they're jumping the fissure on this turn, so they're still on your tail.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
All right, so Dottie's moving
I
ahead.
want to move along the chest. I don't want to engage with this weird statue bird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and there's no chessboard, just to be clear. It's a different
Okay.
square.
It's just a square.
It's a different
It's
square?
an open square.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
like a
I
that's
keep
the same
referring
size
to it.
as
I
a chessboard.
apologize.
That's fine.
All right, so I avoid the caged bird.
Okay.
Right.
Yep, and you made your stand roll, so that's fine.
Yes,
So you're running through.
Yes.
And so you are outside the hotel now.
I want to go into the hotel as
Of
soon
course
as
you do.
possible.
Of course you do on your next
Making
turn.
that abundantly clear.
Yeah.
All right, Max. The door to the hotel room is locked.
I will attempt to kick it open.
Indeed, you will.
Plan of action. Are we still hearing this?
I'm going to keep it going because I like it.
I'm still in the square, so
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
all
still
right,
hearing
all right,
it.
All right.
Plus, it reminds me of the fight scene from Fifth Element. You know, where the demon's singing and there's
Yes.
like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some alien with inhumanly good pipes singing it, but or maybe there is.
Maybe then.
Maybe there is. All right, so you want to kick down something, and there's something
Is it
there
strength
that I
or
saw earlier, and it involves breaking down barriers. Here it is. Okay. No attack rolls required. For each point of your build... Oh, no, that's vehicles. Okay.
All right.
Barriers destroyed.
Drive a Jeep up the
breathe.
stairs.
All right, so it has X amount of hit points. So yeah, give me a strength roll. Give me a strength roll.
Strong on you.
Not very strong. No, I fail.
Do you have any build points?
No.
No. Build 0.
Oh, yeah,
plus
no.
0.
All right, so you smash your arm against the door. Ow!
Oh, my elbow.
Where's that bellboy when you need him?
All right, Edgar is there. He will
He's in the lock on the other
give
side.
this a shot.
How did we? I don't remember locking this door.
We did not lock it.
No, we did not lock this door.
But there was someone awake with you on the other side, right? Who might have blocked
Lady
the door.
Cynthia!
Oh,
Lady Cynthia's in there.
Wouldn't it be creepy if she's sleeping in there?
That would be bad. That would be really. We'd be.
Well, that would piss me off. But she could be.
She's like, hey guys, what's going on in Dream Lausanne?
You can knock on it. See if somebody
no.
opens
If you go into the dream side and she's like asleep in
No, I know that's no.
Right.
I know.
Where
in
do
the
you
dream
go
side,
then,
huh?
right? It
Then you're getting
all
into
the
some
way
Freddy
down.
Krueger shit there. Yeah.
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 All right, so Edgar is also trying. You guys are kind of like doing the and so he managed to weaken it a little bit. He failed his strength roll, but he has a point of build, and that's some automatic damage that you caused. So, all right, who's clacking those dice?
Me.
Stop it. All right, so
Would you like a tool for your anxiety?
all right, so you actually have 2 actions, so you can go again.
Well, I would like to knock on it. Maybe Lady Cynthia's in there.
Well, you have knocked.
I have.
At this
We've been
point,
bashing.
bashing into the door.
Maybe you can dream the door open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can try your dreaming skill.
But
Yes.
I'm not very good at dreaming.
Oh, you're
That was
probably
only
better
one
at
way to
strength.
get
Give it a shot.
But I mean, it's
I
up to
am
you.
far better at strength than dreaming.
It's,
Oh man.
Depends on how you feel about it.
My dreaming is 11. My strength is 40.
Still, you never know.
I
Roll
like the
dice.
concept, but
it's
I'm
up to
going to
you.
do my foot.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
First.
All right.
All right, go for it.
No guarantee. Nope, fail again.
Okay.
69.
Edgar also gets 2 actions, so he makes his strength roll with a regular, so that's going to be 2d10 damage.
And then, does he get any bonus from his build for that?
Yeah, that's the build is 1d10, and then for every level of success, you get an additional d10.
Oh, nice.
11 points,
Oh my.
and the door had 7 hit points left, so there you go.
Door smashes open. All right.
All right, so Edgar bangs the door open.
Very good.
All right, so you guys are in the hotel room. Now,
They
back
are
to
in the
that's
hotel
right.
room.
Back to Vance.
You're on the train.
All right. Doing
Showered
the
by now, I feel
following,
I feel fantastic.
following Dorothy,
Fresh.
making the
Yeah.
Yep.
my way through.
Yeah.
All right, so Vance is making his way. He is now at the hotel door.
Okay.
Dottie. Okay, so the mob is pursuing. They are in the statue courtyard. Dottie heading on in.
Yes.
Okay, so you're in the lobby.
Yes. Heading up the stairs to
Okay.
the room.
Max, we're going to skip you because you're done.
Yep.
Vance running into the lobby.
Yep.
Dottie running up the stairs. You arrive at the
Open door.
open door.
Head in.
Mob is outside the hotel now. Vance, you are running through the lobby and up the stairs. You are at the room. So the mob is spilling into the lobby, turning over tables and, wrecking shit,
You gotta close the door and
Slam the door behind me.
barricade it. Are there dressers and things to?
You slam the door, yeah.
Okay.
And so Edgar has been saying like, well, don't worry, everyone. All you have to do is just wake up. Just wake yourselves up. Just wake up and everything will be fine.
Oh my god.
Everything will be fine.
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, Inception it is. I'm gonna stand on the bed and I'm gonna fall back.
Inception it is.
Inception it.
Look at Inception. Going full Inception.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna. Okay. Yeah. I guess just. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to lay down on the bed, pretend I'm sleeping.
Okay. So you begin to feel like you're waking up.
Okay.
I was really hoping one of you quick, just knock me out, and you just
You just start punching each other.
So we're in a little fight club in the room.
That would be good.
kind of hoped.
That would have been good. Oh wow.
And so around you, it's like you don't really feel like you're going to sleep, but around you, the candles begin to turn back into electric lights. The crossbow turns back into a shotgun.
Oh my god.
And Edgar is standing there.
Yeah.
And he's getting transparent.
Oh.
And he's like, but I don't understand. You just wake up. You just wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And then he's gone.
Hopefully.
So
he's the
stand
best.
rolls for seeing that, please.
No, we don't. I can't handle this.
Made it.
Oh, nice. So none of you lose any. You're like, well, that was obviously a hallucination.
Yeah.
No, I think actually, yeah, he's a ghost.
God,
He's
that was
gone.
stressful.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Hopefully he's at rest.
Hopefully he's in a better place.
Yeah.
I don't think he was that good of a man to begin with.
No, but what are you gonna do? But
What are you gonna do?
It's true. He's gonna
But
sell
so-
us out for the. He was just using us to sell better to the Duke.
That's alright.
But he wanted a better life for his idiot brother, and
Right.
Yeah.
He did have an idiot brother.
He did have an idiot brother.
Wait,
He can't
you said
take
that.
it.
It's how Dottie lives. So it's how Dottie lives, really.
Yeah, it's exactly.
So
But
yeah,
it's so sad.
we wake up in the room.
Tragic.
for him.
Yeah.
The whole
It's like
thing
my
was-
eyes are gonna fly up and I'm like, we gotta get out of here.
Why?
Why?
What?
The Duke's still here.
Oh, the dude!
Oh, the Duke. Wait, where is he?
The duck of death. So,
Yeah, Duck Duke.
He's in Lausanne.
Okay, so we gotta get on the train.
You gotta get to the train station. What time is it?
flicking your lighter or turning on a light,
on a light.
you check. It's like they don't have radium dials yet. You check the travel clock on the bedstead, and you have been out for 4 hours. So it is 4 a.m.
When is the next train? When does the next train leave? Friends?
Next train comes through same time.
Lausanne,
6:23.
7 a.m.?
Yeah,
7 a.m.?
six something.
right.
It arrives 6 something,
Okay, we're
right?
checking
No, it
out.
arrives at 7.
Oh, arrives.
We're
at
checking
Departs
out.
at 7:07.
We have time to go
Okay.
kill the Duke and then get on the
I
train.
wish.
Hardly.
God,
just,
we're
let's
checking
go.
out.
we
We're
gotta
getting to the
pack.
station.
Gotta
Yeah. Okay.
shake
Where's
Lady
Lady
Cynthia
Cynthia?
away.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's awake.
Lock
Okay.
the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
So we're gonna pack
we're-
and go to the train station.
Alright,
Yeah.
very well then.
It's that simple.
All right. So as you're hurriedly packing, Dottie, you accidentally slam your suitcase shut on the fingers of your left hand, causing a nasty sting.
That'll wake you up.
Must dose myself once I get on the train.
Okay.
All right. Actually, you got to dose yourself now.
I know, I have
Yeah.
2 doses actually. So I'm going to take 2 swigs and we're going.
All right, I'm going to carry your suitcase for you.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to be incapacitated
What? In what way?
from the laudanum.
You took 2 doses.
Going
Okay,
down.
so what do I need to do?
I need a wheelchair.
Wheelchair?
Yeah. Okay.
have a
So
spare- no.
Yeah,
let's
the hotel will have.
I'm sure the hotel can get us one.
Certainly.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to be out for some hours. You know what? Right now,
Quantity of hours.
quantity of hours.
It's okay, you'll be awake by the time we reach Milan.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. Get you a nice cookie here.
Sleep it off.
And also, I'll need you to make a constitution roll, please.
Give me a bag of peanuts.
Made it.
Yeah, baby.
Actually, with a.
Oh, wait. Sorry. A luck roll, not a constitution roll.
I still made it.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
Sticking with that. I rolled 23, so.
No problem.
Good.
Okay. So Dottie is insensate. You guys have a you guys have a wheelchair sent up, and you get down to the lobby, as quick as you possibly can. It's before 4:00.
Yeah.
Right.
Very few people in the lobby at this hour, of course.
Yeah.
There are a couple Turkish gentlemen,
No.
No.
We have nothing that they.
Fezes?
of course.
We have nothing.
Fezzes?
So.
They're wearing fezzes?
Of course they are.
Of course they're wearing fezzes.
They're Turkish.
Dang it.
They're Turkish. Well, no, I'm unconscious, so I'm not doing
So you don't
shit.
you're not doing this shit. I'm not gonna engage these people.
Yeah, let's just ignore them.
Going to
You just pass through.
Yeah.
They're both kind of watching you as you pass through.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they're just visiting.
We're very interesting. We're moving past. There's a girl. There's a lady in a wheelchair.
Turkish hair. Vance Victorson. They're fans.
Well done.
Who is it?
And so you merge out onto the streets. It is freezing cold.
Oh no.
There's like a frozen mist hanging limply in the air.
Yes.
Your breath is puffing out in front of you, and you make your way down this deserted street as the cold claws at you, and you're reasonably certain that as you walk, you can hear footsteps
Shadowing us.
shadowing you. Dragging footsteps.
Footsteps.
Alright,
Dragging
that's good.
footsteps.
Do you also hear asthmatic wheezing?
Right, asthmatic?
No wheezing, just dragging footsteps.
What he wants to do.
Nope.
I imagine with the bronze
We've got
statue.
warm coats on.
I know.
So yeah, let's keep moving.
All right, so you hustle along. The footsteps are soon left behind. You arrive at the train station. The train is not due in for another hour or so. But there's an interior with a nice stove that you can warm yourselves by.
Indeed.
There's a few other people assembling, to catch the train. Everyone's a little bleary-eyed, a little tired.
Of course, it's
Maybe
really.
Or
Is
unconscious.
there an urn of horrible coffee?
There is an employee of Wagon Lee who is going around and offering coffee or tea to anyone who wants
I
it.
would like something like that. Tea would be good.
Okay. You've been there about a half hour, and 3 Turkish gentlemen in fezzes come in. 2 of them are the ones you saw in the lobby.
Of course.
Are they staring at us?
Not excessively so.
They're travelers. They're traveling.
They're getting on the
tourists.
train.
They're
We're going on
tourists.
the train.
They're fishermen.
Fishermen.
Night crawlers. They're digging for night crawlers.
Yeah.
Fishermen.
And so finally, at long last, after an interminable wait,
Well, which I've been blissfully unaware of.
actually, right as the train is pulling into the station, Dottie, you come out of your
I
reveries.
surfaced a little bit.
as the
You said it would be
train
4
whistle,
hours.
or-
I said some hours. Yes, as the train whistle blasts, it wakes you up.
Where are we? Are we in Constantinople?
We're in the
Please
station.
come. We're in Constantinople.
We're in Lausanne.
So the duration of your high is going to be 6 hours total. You spent an hour out, so you've got 5 hours left, in which you are going to have sanity with a plus 20 percentile chance of success,
Okay.
and any insanities that you might be suffering are negated for the duration.
You're not conked out. You're just high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll get there soon. We'll be in Constantinople soon. I know. We're just going straight.
We're stopping in Milan
Why are we stopping there?
for a concert.
Show.
Oh, that's gonna be so great. I can't wait.
We're also stopping in Venice.
No.
Yes.
We're not stopping in Venice.
We have
We're
to
not-
stop in.
So I'm gonna start talking to myself. Like, we're not stopping in Venice. That doesn't make any
I hope
sense.
the Turkish men can't.
It doesn't make any sense to stop in Venice.
Make a spot hidden roll. See whether.
So I'm just babbling to myself.
And I failed that spot hidden.
Oh, okay.
Max, we're going to be in Constantinople very, very soon, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It's okay. There's no need to panic about that. That's where we'll be, and we'll get all of our answers there, and it'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right. So the train is
Just
pulling
muttering
in.
to myself.
So the train is pulling into the station.
Vance, I didn't get any pictures of you. I didn't take any pictures of you.
It's all right, love.
I didn't get any pictures, and I have to write an article about what we did.
You can take a picture of me on the train.
I didn't, but I have to write something about what we did. I have to write
Tell
something.
her when the Pierce blows.
I just have to write an article. So I'm
Not to
thinking
worry.
the article could possibly be about, I don't know, like a statue that had like a bird in it, and I'm just babbling. I'm just like rambling, and so and there was a chess game involved, and
Indeed.
and there was
Pick up the paper. Try and read the
what
paper.
was what else was there? There was a lot of things that we saw, but it wasn't Constantinople. It was somewhere else. It was. I don't know. I need a pencil. Max, do you have a pencil and
I do.
paper? I need a pencil and paper.
All right, here you go.
I need to start writing.
Would you like a colored pencil too?
No. I just need to start writing.
Very well.
So I'm just scribbling on. I'm like pretending to write on the pad.
Yeah.
I'm just like writing. Quote
Okay.
unquote.
Spirit writing.
Yes. Oh, something comes up
Something
through my
coming up.
subconscious. Am I writing?
Perhaps.
I'm not necessarily directing my pencil.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a moment. Padma, you awake on board the train.
Wait.
Yes.
What?
Oh. I don't know if this scroll's gonna stay when I wake up. So I'm gonna read it before I wake up
Smart.
on the train.
Oh, very good.
So smart.
Very good, very good. Okay. So you, that's right, you have the scroll, so here you go.
I do.
No, there it is. No, it's stinking.
Your eyes turn white.
Yep. So that's the scroll. Now,
Look at how meticulous you were in cutting up the little edges.
so
You also baked it in the oven, right?
I did bake it in the oven, yes.
Crap.
He didn't want me to see, so he's like, "Don't look at me!
Get out of here!
Ignore me!"
Yeah, ignore me.
This isn't what you think it is.
So, rolled up inside the scroll is a typewritten translation.
Oh, Edgar, R.I.P.
So yeah, that's a scale model. That is to scale, just like the Set FCAR simulacrum. Oh, Jade hasn't seen the simulacrum arm.
Oh no, we got it the other
yes.
time. It was so. We'll let you open it. Let her open it.
Yes.
The full effect.
See, like,
So
the
I
straw
get this
poking
in my hand.
Get the straw poking out. Yeah, nice
Yeah.
touch.
Scale 1 to 7. Not to be exhibited.
It's a wee little thing.
Oh yeah.
Where the fingers go.
Max's nails.
Yeah, so that was
That is not-
fantastic.
Bites his stumps.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was very creepy when we opened it up for the first time.
David. Too good.
So there's a
Translation.
Grab the
translation.
scroll.
So here's a sample passage which you can read into the record.
Wow.
Are you reading it? Am I reading it?
Go for it.
You're reading.
Go for it.
I have seen the powers which stalk the night and strike fear into the hearts of all those who worship the false god. I know him and I worship him. The skinless one has spoken to me. He whispered secret words into my heart of hearts, and I know what I must do. I've seen it in visions, and it is all that my Lord said it was. In my dreams, I have seen its perfection striding above the ruins of cities. Kings and countries have fallen before it. Even gods must fall before it. It is capitalized, by the way. I recognized it for the first time. I beheld it as an object of power. Power that would bring the world to its knees. It glistened like the finest pearls. It woke when I flayed alive the wretch who sought to steal my treasure from me. That night he came to me for the first time and told me what to do. I meditated before its glory. All praise to the one without skin. Performed the 17 devotions and opened it for the first time. Within the artifact was soft and smooth. As I ran my hand across its inner surface, it felt like the skin of a newborn babe. I offered 4 children as sacrifice to my master. Then I used it for the first time. In his wisdom, the Lord of naked flesh had made it to my height. In all modesty, I believe it was made in my image. Blessed is the chosen of the skinless one.
In all modesty.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
It's me.
I have been careful to keep
It's
it
me.
untarnished. The substance is the color of purity and should not be tainted by that which is unclean.
So, and here's a summary of your read-through. And you may read that into the record as
That's the
well.
Cliff Notes version?
Basically.
This scroll was written by Sedefkar the Osmanli. Concerns an item in his possession, the Sedefkar Simulacrum. In this scroll, Sedefkar prophesies that he is soon to lose the Simulacrum, and so praises it and makes a record of it in a set of 5 scrolls. This scroll is the first of 5, and is referred to as the Scroll of the Head, being the thoughts and history of Sedefkar. The 4 missing scrolls are the Scroll of the Belly, concerning the worship of a being known as the Skinless One. The Scroll of the Legs, a series of body-affecting magics, the foundation on which Sedefkar's power was built. The Scroll of the Right Hand, a ritual which awoke the statue and is the driving force of Sedefkar's power. And the Scroll of the Left Hand, containing a ritual which balances this power, a necessary ongoing sacrifice. The scroll is a rambling, insane document. The author has not sent down events in any form or order, making it difficult to follow. The most detailed description in the document dwells on the torture and skinning of human beings. Lovely.
So, roll a d4 and lose that many sanity.
Oh, hey, look, my D4's back.
Should appeared.
Yeah, that's 4.
Oh boy. And you also gain 2 points of Cthulhu Mythos.
Ooh, I love that. I didn't have any.
I know.
Wow.
Somehow she went through. Somehow she went through a 10-session Cthulhu campaign and didn't
Nope.
get any Cthulhu Mythos.
Wow.
Hey, 99 occults, okay?
Yeah, that's impressive.
I'm just saying it makes up for it a little bit in my mind.
It does.
Yeah, that's true.
She knows all about ritual magic and hermetic magic, but not so much about
About skinning people.
that's
That's fair.
not so much about the big C.
Kettle of arms all together.
Kettle of Arms. Good one, Jen.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. All right, so yes, you read the scroll. Absolutely. Yeah. Should be no problem. There you go.
Lovely.
So you read through the scroll in your compartment of the dream, your dream compartment, as the train is traveling along.
This is dreadful.
Yes, it is.
Before a powerful urge to sleep overtakes you, you drift off. You awake on the real train as it is pulling into the station,
Oh, yay!
and you are clasping the scroll in your hand still.
Oh, good.
Right.
Just in case.
Just in
never
case.
know, that was
Absolutely.
brilliant.
Better
That was
safe
really,
than sorry.
really smart.
No problem. So, so the train's pulling in. Unlike the dream train, the blinds on your train, on your compartment are half open. And you can see out onto the platform, and you see your 3 companions
Yes.
standing there as the train slowly rolls past as they're awaiting to
I'm
board.
going to freshen my face and greet them.
So the thing that all 4 of you are experiencing more than anything else after your dream adventures is a ravenous thirst and hunger. It's like you've been, burning those calories for real, running all over Lausanne and,
Of course.
under threat. So
It's a nice
just
time to take
FYI.
breakfast on the train.
Sure.
Direct line to the dining car.
All right, so you guys are all in your compartments there, I take it?
Yes.
All right. Or I mean, your compartments are assigned, I should
Yes.
say. Good. Okay.
Duncan in relation to all this, just so I know.
Oh, would he be like a little side, like a shared suite?
Yeah, if you want to do the shared suite down at the end of that.
Okay.
Where's that? Is it?
There's one that had in it. Whoa, ow,
Oh my god, are you okay?
stepped on my own cord.
So there's a single.
Here we go. 2 singles with a shared door.
Okay, that's where they are. So
where she was.
Dottie,
Yeah, you can be on that side
so
and-
Dottie and Lady Cynthia can go to a bunk bed. We can go.
Oh, do you want to be on the other side of the wall from us?
That's only one bed.
Let's do.
No,
There's a
it's
ladder
two.
right there.
Oh, there's two. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
you're
we
right.
thought it was one.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that's right.
Alright,
I
yeah.
remember. Okay, that works.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. So, very good. You've got your your compartments assigned for the trip to Milan, which is pretty swift. I think it's only about 6 hours.
The trip to Milan
Perfect. So
from Lausanne to Milan is we're departing
Grab a smoke.
Lausanne at 7:07 a.m. We're arriving at 12:23.
Nice.
So I got like 5 hours.
5 hours. Yeah.
So I should be able to.
You're fine.
A little more.
You're still you're rolling, as they say.
Well, I know I am, but by the time we get there, I should be more sober.
be almost
Yeah,
You should be pretty much out of it, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have 5 hours left. So
Out of the
out of your
Emerged.
fugue, out
And
of the
yeah.
foggy state.
you're coming back down.
Food at the dining car and then take a nap.
Yes.
We're arriving in Milan.
Okay. So you get everything checked.
Oh, yes.
Everything's on board.
12.
You head into the dining car. It's about half full, maybe
With
2/3. Maybe 2/3 full. Your Turkish gentlemen are on board. Yes,
All 3 of them?
all 3 of
I
them.
mean, all 4 of them, right? Was it
3.
Three. There
Three.
were
Okay. So the 3 of them are in the dining car with us.
3 of them are in the dining car.
Good.
Oh, Max, you said you were looking at a paper while you were waiting,
Yes,
right?
it was. Mhm.
Okay. There was a piece in the local paper actually about. Wait, do you read French?
No.
Okay.
They have German. There's a couple other.
Make a education roll, please.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe I can.
Well, I'll say that in the paper, even though you can't read this whole
I'm pretty
Frenchy
good at looking and trying
Frenchy language,
There's a picture.
there is a picture, and there's a picture of what looks to be about 30 Turkish gentlemen wearing fezzes, and it's just it's featured, and there's an article accompanying it. Make an idea roll.
All right. Nope.
Wow.
Never.
Okay. You have no idea what it's about.
Not a clue.
Yeah. Other than there's a photo of 30 Turkish gentlemen in
Are
the
you
local
curious
paper.
about what it's about?
I am, because there's this men with fezzes.
So maybe we can ask someone who may know French.
Certainly.
The waiter or the
Lady Cynthia, doesn't she? know?
does.
Lady Cynthia's with you. Of course.
Asked her.
All right. So she's able to translate it easily enough, and it's a piece about a diplomatic delegation from Turkey that has been in Lausanne, and the delegation is heading home today.
All right, so that makes perfect sense.
They're
Then.
boarding the train with us.
Yeah, they're heading home. Diplomatic. They're high-ranking diplomats.
Yeah. I'm gonna head back to our car, to our room, and sit over sit with my shotgun trunk open with the arm trunk next to me.
Okay. So
And,
you're gonna skip breakfast.
Well, I'll
can bring you a
I'll tell
tray.
Max
Yeah.
to bring me a tray, or just to let me know when he's done. And
Sure. Okay. Fair enough.
There's cause. I think you're being a little paranoid, but that's fine.
I'm just we were almost lynched last night.
That's true, but that was also bizarro land.
Yeah, we were.
It felt pretty real.
It was very
didn't
close.
It did.
Yeah.
Very close.
Shows to go you.
We were almost flay lynched last night.
Yes,
Yeah.
among other things.
Okay. So.
Nothing worse than being flinched.
So the train is underway, and so Max, Dottie, Padma are in the dining car.
So
You've sat down.
I'm still writing in my notebook. I'm still writing, but I don't know what I'm writing.
Yeah. This is a
It's
classic
like automatic
channeling.
writing.
Yeah.
Just happens.
Automatic writing.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Pat will know all about that.
Yeah.
And but you're all sitting in your elegant high-back chairs, and the dining car with the linen tablecloths.
Very
This seems
elegant.
as unreal as the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did I ever leave my dusty pit where I was digging and I was happy, and now look at all this?
My dusty pit.
We all have dusty pits somewhere.
Yes.
We'd rather be.
Isn't that what we're all asking? Where's my dusty pit?
I know I am.
I know I am.
You guys are so ridiculous.
And didn't you miss us? And and so the waiters are going around taking orders, and the table behind Max, the waiter says, "And will Monsieur be dining alone today?" And you hear a voice says, "No, I think I will eat with my friends." And it is the Duke.
Yes.
And he stands and bows to you all.
I don't
And
even notice him.
And indicates the fourth chair, which is unoccupied, and says, "May I?"
Bitch!
Actually, we are expecting my valet.
Well, then I will be brief. And he goes in and sits down anyway.
Nice try. That's a very good try.
I'm going to accidentally kick him under the table as I rearrange myself. Oh, I'm so sorry.
He doesn't even appear to notice.
Dang, that guy's scary.
He is. He's a creeper.
If you will excuse my hurried bluntness, I will come to the point.
That's fine.
I want the scroll. You will give it to
I just start laughing.
You will give it to me, or I will destroy you.
I'm laughing even more.
Your answer promptly, please. I have little time. He's just ignoring Dottie, and he's talking.
I'm
He's talking to
addled.
Max.
Right.
I'm addled.
Max, dear, what on earth is he going on about?
You will never obtain the scroll. The scroll belongs to a power greater than either you or I. None may possess it, but if anyone is to hold it, it shall be us.
Just my weird little laughing.
Yeah, you're being real cute.
All right. He says, "You are sure then?"
Why is it that you wish for it so much?
It is rightfully mine.
How could it be then if you have lost it?
He thinks he's a prince. I'm just laughing some more.
I have not come to quibble, and I do not have much time.
All right then.
The
Off
scroll?
with you.
Or no? Very well. So he gets up and moves back to his original table and has a seat.
Look forward to killing him.
I know. Oh my god.
One shot back in the neck.
He thinks he's a prince. Oh my god.
All right, let's see here.
I wish I could get a message to Vance.
Text him.
LOL.
Duke on board.
LOL.
LOL.
Hashtag Duke problems.
Coffee.
Duke problems.
Duke problems.
That's beautiful.
Alright, so.
All right, let me just jotting some notes here. Okay. All right. So. Okay.
Did you hear that when it opens?
Yeah. All right. So. Yeah. Dottie, what's your POW?
Oh, 65.
Okay, please roll it for me.
I make it on the nose.
Okay.
Make it on the snout.
Make it on the snout. Okay. Time for me to start spending some of my accumulated luck points.
Yeah.
It's okay, it means levelness for later.
Yeah.
We're about to find
good.
out what we've wrought.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, fun.
Yes.
So much fun.
Fun.
Dukes just want to have fun?
That should be the name of it.
Double
That needs to be the name
Double
of
Dukes.
Double Dukes.
Double Dukes. That's good.
Double Duke.
Put up your dukes.
Put up your
All
dukes.
right. So let's see how much do I have to spend.
Duke 'em and Duke 'em?
What does the big board say?
Random
Oh my
Steve
God.
Harvey expression. Shaking his head.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Pop up there.
All right. Luck has been spent. So, Dottie, you are laughing, but you're still tittering to yourself. But that soon turns to screams.
I start screaming.
You start screaming because it feels like your flesh is beginning to boil. It feels like you are on fire, but there is no visible flame.
Oh, no.
Your skin is starting to blister and peel.
It is blistering?
And peel.
I'm panicking.
Peeling.
Screaming.
So you're going to lose 10 hit points.
Holy crap!
Thank God we're using pulp rules for hit points, guys.
Yes. And the waiter, rushes over, Madame, what is wrong? But you're just writhing, you're in so much pain.
I'm in so much pain.
And the Duke is like casually reading a newspaper, but like over his shoulder he says to Max, "You can all end. Just give me the scroll."
Don't.
I'm never gonna.
No, don't.
Should I take out my sidearm and? No, I can't shoot somebody on the camera.
Yeah, there's like there's about 10 other people in the dining car.
I'm surprised.
Is there something I can do?
What would you like to do?
I don't know. She's freaking out.
I got like spells and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, the Duke has clearly underestimated you.
Yeah.
You're old and you're a woman, so he's not paying any attention to you.
Yeah, no.
That's nice. Angela.
You need an exorcism?
Jessica
We need an old priest to be a young priest.
Let's start with an exorcism. Yeah, I mean, do you have any of your magic on you? An old
I feel like I
wand?
would have it just like tucked somewhere. With all
Sure.
these voluminous petticoats.
Yeah, a wand up your sleeve, as it were.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, and how does that work?
Let's see, actually.
Oh, I've got it right here.
Oh, hey-oh.
Oh yeah.
Like, which sleeve is this?
I know.
Here it is.
I don't need the wand for it.
Good.
No, apparently exorcism is only good for expelling astral parasites.
Maybe. Well.
Well, the wand is a thing in and of itself.
It's a force wand. Means I send a beam of magic energy to paralyze him. That's kind of fun.
You could just pop him off the train once you paralyze him.
Just push him off.
We could.
Just help him to his room.
Yes.
Yes, he needs help.
Needs a lot of help.
This is a beam of magic energy. It doesn't say that it's visible.
No, I don't believe it is.
Alright, so I'm going to spend magic points multiplied by 5 against his con.
Okay.
But it's a con roll for him.
my god.
So he has to make a con roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's gonna then the amount you spend determines the difficulty. Is that it, or?
No, it just says, I think it's opposed rolls. It's
Okay.
the number of magic points I spend times 5 versus his
con
roll.
Got it.
very good.
Got it.
So whatever he rolls for his con, I mean,
How many magic points are you going to spend?
Yeah.
I know. I don't have a lot, honestly.
Well, there's only so many.
I lost a
right?
bunch from dreaming, so
Right.
like, I would be able to do like 25 points.
Oh wait, that was on the Dream Express, right? Oh, you're back up to full.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
the only one who lost any points from
Still
dreaming.
not
That's
that
true.
many,
Actually,
though.
you
That's
did.
still
That's
not
true.
that many.
Yeah.
Maybe we should shoot him first and then knock his con down.
Or magic first and then shoot.
Magic
Magic first,
shoot,
then
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 shoot.
throw off the train.
I was thinking mostly
That's
something that would help Dottie, but
That's for later.
Yeah.
Right after
Probably
the table.
no.
she currently thinks that she's
The tater
like,
tot.
boiling.
Yeah. My skin is falling off of me.
That's what the skin thing.
That's gross. I don't like it.
It's with the skin
I
thing.
don't like it. No, not into it.
For our final session, I'll serve up fried chicken with extra skin.
Straight from the Colonel.
Yeah, that's right. just pop,
From the
just
Colonel, literally?
chicken poppers. It's the Colonel's secret recipe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's pretty good.
Oh, no.
No?
Just chicharrones.
There we go. Yeah.
100
See.
secrets and sanity blasting spices.
Oh man, my character. She's suffering right now.
Yes, she is.
No.
It's okay. It could be worse. You could have been attacked by a chicken.
Oh my god.
When did that happen? Did I forget?
Some other time.
It's another
time.
It's a parallel dimension.
Parallel dimension.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I don't have that much.
Think about Return
only
to
be
Oz.
40.
She's the chicken. Remember?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'd have to hope that he would roll
Belina.
under 40 for his con roll.
I don't know what his con is.
No, you don't.
He could fail his con,
He could fail his con, then he could succeed.
or he could roll under 40.
You can do a lot of things.
It's
He could
true.
either of those
Well,
things.
how many magic points do you have to spend?
I only have 8.
You only have 8.
What?
Yeah, because it's related to your.
I'm gonna end up hitting
Pow.
him in the head.
Oh wow, you only have a 40.
You know what I could do though?
I'm
Just hit him.
70, and it goes down as you age.
All right,
Knock him out. Pistol whip. Pistol whip.
It's one of them, yeah.
Pistol
Oh, wow.
whip.
It was like
While
your
this deliberation
strength,
is
your
going
con,
on,
your add,
Yes.
your pound.
I'm going to stand up. I've got my paper. I'm going to slip and accidentally, but using the paper as cover, hit him over the back of the head with my gun.
Oh, okay.
Pistol whip.
Pistol whip.
All right.
Oh,
Edie agrees.
So then you can do your spell and he's out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're gonna go for covert pistol whip.
That's the idea.
All right.
Well, if he's already unconscious, I don't need to do my spell.
That's true. So you're aiming for the head.
It's to freeze him in one place, then we can take care of him and then take care of him.
Yeah.
He's unconscious either way.
Let's see
He's
how
gonna come
the
back.
Well, let's see that pistol.
let's see how the pistol whip
All right.
turns out. So that is a fighting maneuver.
All right.
You are aiming for the head. So let me see here.
I mean,
So
I
that
don't think we could
takes.
poison him. That'd be super easy.
So that takes a.
Dude, you want to just poison him?
Well, no, let's knock him out first.
Let's call
All
him
right.
because I'm in agony right now.
Who has poison? All right, so it's a penalty die
So you give me an overdose
to
of something?
aim for the head and
All
try
right,
and knock him
penalty
out.
die. Give me a tens.
You mean one of these? Was I wrong?
I don't even know. This is the correct die.
We'll find out.
All right, I got a penalty die.
Okay, so it's going to be opposed to his dodge. So you go ahead and do your
I
thing.
believe in you.
Please.
All right, what am I rolling against? What am I rolling?
25.
You're rolling against fighting brawl.
All right,
Yes.
25%. Here we go.
Go, Max, go.
Nope. I got a 70 and a 30 on the tens.
And I rolled a 0.6 on his dodge.
Oh, that's fucker.
So as you fall towards him, he just spins around and grabs your wrist.
Yep.
Oh.
He's
And then his
Wow.
eyes just kind of like light up.
yeah.
And I'll need you to make a power roll, please.
All right.
Oh no.
Which I failed.
Oh no.
Okie dokie.
Good lord.
So you lose 8 hit points.
Okay.
As your skin also begins to boil
All
and
right, here we
sizzle.
go. I had to give it a go.
Padma?
All right, let's just try it. Let's
All
just
right,
try it.
you're going for it.
Yeah.
Somebody do something.
Okay, so make that roll,
I know.
Got the
I
gun.
don't have to make a roll. I just
Okay,
spend
you're
it.
good.
but you roll against the ×5, right? So you're rolling against the 40.
No. It's isn't it?
I think it is an opposed roll, yeah.
Yes, you're rolling 40 versus his whatever his
Con,
is.
yeah.
Wait, so does that mean if I have up to 40, I'm still trying to get like a?
You're trying to roll as best as you can, and then I'm trying to roll as best as I can, and whoever rolls better,
But that's what I'm saying is, so then am I trying to roll low?
lower is
Yeah.
always better,
Okay.
with the 0-1 being the best possible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's burn some luck, shall we?
Ah, that's
Okay.
the way.
Okay. That would be. Let's see if it's a 40. I need to get it down to an 8. Yeah, totally. 18 luck.
Okay. I will spend. I rolled a 16, which is 2 away from his extreme level of success. So I'm going to spend 2 luck to also make it extreme. And so in that case, the defender tie goes to the defender. So you blast him with some magic energy. Now, it doesn't paralyze him. However, he feels it. He knows what just happened.
Like, oh shit.
So,
Breaks his concentration.
well, it breaks his concentration for more reasons than just being startled. He releases Max, spins around in his chair, stands up, reaches in his jacket pocket,
Good lord.
and pulls out what looks like a horsehair rope that's been tied into a circle.
Uh-oh.
Looks
What is going on?
gives you this look, and he says, "We will meet again." And he throws the loop up over his head with this like weird kind of twist. And as it drops down over his head, he disappears.
Good lord. What a showboat.
Drama queen.
Yep. Exactly.
Am I no longer suffering?
You're no longer suffering,
But-
Max. You're no longer suffering. You're down. That you lost the hit points.
Do I
I
feel
don't
like
see it
I'm
once.
like injured? I feel
You took physical injury.
Yeah.
It
Does
wasn't.
look-
Blisters.
You
It's
actually you have
physically
actual
injured, yes.
blisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to.
The burning was invisible, but the actual result was
Was
still,
invisible.
is still
So
there.
I need a medic. I need to go to the doctor. I need. I'm
There's a doctor on this
Sam.
train.
I'm trying to get out of
Need
this.
some
ointment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of the
Ointment.
I need to get out. I need to get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
So I need to go to wherever a nurse or doctor is.
Well, I'm sure that we can have you retire to your bunk, and I'm sure that there's someone on
No,
board.
I
Yes.
need to leave
Okay.
now. I need to leave now. I can't be here. So I'm freaking out.
Okay.
So the Duke is gone.
The Duke is gone.
You still have your scrolls.
He's quite gone.
Or scroll. Singular.
We have that. We have that anyway.
We have the scroll, we have the arm.
We're sitting pretty.
Well,
I'm just wondering when Max is going to bring me some food. I'm starving.
well, Max will have more than food to
Yeah.
bring you.
A little extra crispy.
Yes. Oh no. So
Alright.
can I go to the medic and get some treatment?
Of course.
I need some extra
I think Max does,
drugs.
too.
Well, actually, you're still under the influence. So
But I
once the
I'm gonna
burning
need
goes
something for the
away,
pain. I'm gonna need something for the pain.
sure. But once the burning goes away, the pain is much reduced.
Yeah, but I'm
So,
gonna need something for the
down
pain.
the down the line.
I don't think you're
yes.
hearing her.
Jesus Christ! I need another supply of something. What do they
stronger
have?
than Law did.
Yeah, what do they have for the pain?
Opiates.
Yeah, no, they have morphine.
Yeah.
What can they give me? What are they willing to give me?
Well,
They'll
we
give you
also-
morphine.
We actually took the morphine from Wellington's place, so we've got like a little bit of bottles of morphine too.
That's true.
That might help.
You've got morphine in liquid form, pill form, laudanum. You're good to go.
We are a walking pharmacy.
I'm gonna need it all, apparently.
I'm gonna take some pills and I'm gonna just sleep.
Okay.
This is worse than that time I fell asleep under the sun in
Yes. Oh yes. It burns. It burns. So you're gathering your stuff to go back. Dottie is rushing out to go find the train's doctor. One of the passengers grabs Max's sleeve and says, "So will there be a performance at lunch as well then?"
Nice. Well done. Well done.
Oh, people.
Well done.
Is it an American?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone rolled D6. You gained that many sanity back for getting the
Yay.
scroll.
Oh, I do? I
Yes.
don't believe you, but
I get 6 back.
Excellent.
I get one.
4.
So Dottie, the main blisters and burns for you are all up and down your left arm.
Well, that's been getting the most attention, so
Yeah, it's a lot of love.
yeah,
A lot of love.
More pain, but a lot of pain.
And a lot of pain.
All right, any particulars on my burn or no?
No, just kind of all over.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
This does remind me of being outside for too long.
Yeah, it's like the worst sunburn you've ever had.
Ever had. Ever.
I mean, I have blisters.
So this is gonna peel.
Yeah, I think
Oh, it's gonna peel.
stronger.
It's
I
gonna
have
peel.
blisters. I have blisters,
Breaks
though,
the
right?
skin.
My
Yes, you have blisters. You have
Mm-hmm.
blisters, yes.
Oh, you're blistered up. Yeah.
And then that ain't good.
Yep. Like the whole palm of your left hand is one big blister, so you can't even close your hand all the way.
It's all swollen.
But hey, it's not your writing hand.
No.
Oh, was there anything on the writing she did? Anything worthy of?
We're gonna kick off the next session. with that.
No, I am left-handed. This is horrible.
Oh,
Oh dear.
that is awkward.
Yeah, things are getting bad.
Vance, you do get some food brought to you.
Lovely.
And then you all drift off to sleep, exhausted, to sleep the remainder of the journey to Milan. You'll all gain one more point of sanity, because whenever you sleep on the Orient Express, you gain a point of sanity.
Oh,
When we
lovely.
sleep there. Yeah.
It's weird.
It's just so relaxing.
Well, not when you're being attacked or. Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I can sleep with the Duke. Sucking around.
I know. All right.
And,
Is that it?
That's it.
well, you
Nope.
drift off to sleep.
Oh, son of a
Wake up and
bitch.
dream Lausanne.
And you awake on board a train.
Oh, I don't want to.
In the past, everything is sepia toned.
No.
With the Technicolor?
You are sleeping in a strangely ornate bed in a train compartment that is almost like an open pavilion. Instead of like glass and steel walls, there are luxurious silk curtains and tapestries.
All right, got it.
There are rugs all over the floor, and these kind of intricate scroll work bedsteads that you're sleeping in, and yeah, so there's no sound of the train clacking per se. But
Is it like a breeze? Like,
Yeah, how do we know we're moving?
or is it
There's-
just like
there's
screaming
air.
howls or ghosts?
there's air moving through for sure, and just a sort of a very ever so slightly subtle, gentle feeling of motion as well.
The shocks on this thing are incredible.
Yeah, it feels like a boat.
All right.
So yeah, you guys are waking up there.
We're waking up.
You're
there.
waking up there.
I'm gonna look for
Yeah.
Alan.
Do I still am I still in pain?
You are not.
Does my hand show any blisters or
No, it does not.
am I wearing normal clothes?
You are wearing whatever you wore to bed.
Oh,
Dottie, a nudist?
I don't know.
Did she
Probably
bring
like
along like
pajamas.
special, sleepwear?
Yeah. I'm wearing pajamas. Yeah.
Are they gingham?
No.
A gingham nightgown.
Silk
like
pajamas.
red with like the white stitching on it or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, something
Oh, yeah.
simple though. Okay, sorry. Just I didn't even think about that. All right, so we wake up in this pavilion bed train thing.
So even though you went to bed after sunrise, it is dark. It is nighttime on this train.
What a curious train.
This is weird.
Are we all there or
yeah,
are we
do we
alone?
see each other or we're
Well-
Wake up on the same pavilion bed.
yeah.
There's not really any walls between the compartments, and so you kind of you see each other as you're rising. Yeah, like through the diaphanous
Yeah. Okay.
I see.
curtains.
Now what? Where are we?
What the shit?
Yep. I don't think I can take.
Do some tentacles helpfully push my slippers up to the bed for me?
Yes, they do.
Yay!
Oh, that's so nice of it.
So there was a pillar. You were saying there was a scroll. What?
There were scroll
No,
decorations. The decoration. It was
Pavilion.
There was a something.
No,
Tapestries,
something was scrolled.
curtains.
You said there was like a scroll.
Oh, intricate
before.
scroll work on your bedstead.
Scroll work.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
No more
Got excited
scrolls.
there.
And
All right, so let's.
So walking around.
Is there anyone else besides the four of us?
Pat.
What? What?
My friends,
What?
you may be able to surmise
What?
that in the dream worlds there are many places one may end up, and many places that one may explore. And as it happens, they have their own sort of Orient Express, Dreamlands Express, which expedites the process of traveling from one locale to the other. So welcome to the Dreamlands Express, which is an unusual, if efficient mode of transportation, but quite plush, I assure you. So
I want to go back to sleep.
I would recommend if you look out the window, just don't spend too much time looking down.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm gonna instantly go look. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna go look.
All right, so you just pull the curtain
Make it be
aside,
yeah,
look
check
out.
it out.
You're standing near enough. So you're like about 20 feet up from the ground.
Oh.
There is a blue moon in the sky, in the night sky, casting a strange aqua-luminescence over everything.
Yeah.
The train that you're moving on is passing alongside a seaside. You know, you see a big black inky ocean stretching off in the distance.
Look.
And you can see that the coastline is sort of curving around, and at a headland you see a bunch of little twinkling lights as if from windows. So there's some town up ahead. And then looking down,
Beautiful.
looking down, you can see kind of curving away from the platform which you're standing on is the flank of a gigantic beast.
Oh my goodness.
It is gelatinous and sort of scaly at the same time.
Wow.
There are a bunch of little tentacles like waving like cilia towards the bottom of it. And that's about all you can make out, really, from
That's
your
all I
vantage
want to
point.
make out. I'm gonna close the curtain quickly.
It's quite friendly, I assure you. Helpful, even.
Okay. I'm sure.
As if on cue, a gentleman appears in the doorway of your compartment. He is wearing a black cloak with a tri-cornered hat and a long beak-like mask.
Yes.
He's wearing black gloves and his overall garb is kind of 18th century, knee breeches and that sort of thing, silk stockings, buckle shoes. And so he appears in the door. He says, "Hello, Henri is here."
Henri! Oh my gosh.
How may I be of assistance? You are new passengers who have come with Miss Padma, I presume.
Yes, they are my guests.
Excellent, then. Then you are right free. Any friend of Miss Padma is a friend of Henri.
Oh, wow.
He is delightful, isn't he?
Miss Padma, we are just about to arrive in Lausanne.
Oh, are we?
Yes. Do your friends have any baggage they wish to check?
I'm quite certain they do. However, they might need some time to think about that.
Of course. You just let Henri know.
Is Mr. Bennett on the train somewhere?
Yes, he is, of course.
Do you know which compartment he might be in?
Just this one down here.
Oh, excellent. Let's see, how many stops did we have to... It's the first stop is Diathleen. All right, how many more stops do we have then?
Wait, you have your own train schedule.
Uh-oh.
Exactly a schedule.
I'm the keeper of the schedule.
That would be really cool if we had a schedule for it then.
It would, wouldn't it? Well, they're not that organized in the Dreamlands Express. However,
It's
you
really, I know that
have...
there are the stops, so that's what
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah, you've got Dilatlene, Tsar, Afarat, Falarion, Zura, Ira, Sonanil, Seranian, and then the Gulf of Nodens.
Okay, so like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, okay.
Holy
And
shit.
then I want to write that down. Fantastic.
So we have to
Henri, how long will our stop in Diathleen be?
Just for, let's
Boarding
see.
and unboarding, I imagine.
Yes, we will be staying there for 2 hours.
Excellent.
Yes.
Do you recommend, is there anything worth seeing in Diathleen? I hear it is an unsavory place.
It is a bit. Due to the time of evening, I would not recommend walking around too much.
Best stay on the train then.
If you'd like, or at least within sight of the platform.
Henri, what sort of amenities do you offer on the Dreamlands Express?
Oh, well, we have everything you might desire. We have a bathhouse, we have a saloon for the gentlemen, and a parlor for the ladies.
Careful what you drink.
And, of course, a banquet hall for all to dine in.
I see. Careful what we eat?
Yeah.
Drink.
Just drink.
Just drink.
Be careful.
In the parlors. They're a bit stronger than you might imagine. Avoid
Might
the
be
purple
good.
one.
Purple one.
I see.
I would like some tea, and my skin is killing me. Do you
Perhaps
have anything?
some time in the baths?
Are you still hurting?
I would recommend a soak in the
All
bathhouse,
right,
yes.
there we go.
I'll join you, Max.
Very good. Let's have a bathe.
Yeah, well, a sauna.
Bro out
Maybe-
together.
Maybe there's a sauna.
Yeah.
We can steam it all out.
Yeah.
Discuss what the hell we're doing here.
I feel I'm losing my mind.
And I'd like to find Alan.
Okay.
I need his help.
Yes, Ellen.
And Dorothy?
I don't even know what to do. I'm a bit godsmacked, so I'm gonna
Get some
just-
waffles.
Waffles.
The food is excellent on the train.
Yeah,
That's what I'd do if
Maybe
I
I'll
was
eat.
And I will say the food is, for the most part, quite recognizable.
For the most part.
That's a
I'm not in
recommendation.
pain anymore.
No?
Disregard the kippers.
Yeah.
Disregard the kippers.
Yeah, maybe I'll go eat.
The elephant is not for me personally, but perhaps.
Well, I've eaten weird things before, so I'm okay. So this is actually feeling very reassuring. So I'm gonna go have something to eat. Of course.
Okay.
Oh, and I will say, for all of you, please do be especially polite to the cats, if you would.
Okay. All right.
Well, of course.
Thank you for the warning.
Yes, it's helpful. All right.
All right. So, Dottie, you head to the banquet hall,
Yeah.
as it's called, and so there's a long table running down the center, chairs on either side. Everything is oak, inset with teak. It is due to the hour. It is just you in here.
Okay.
However, there's a doorway that like kind of a swinging saloon door thing. Then you hear some clanking of dishes and that sort of thing.
Just don't look at the cooks.
And and Henri appears, to take your order.
All right.
So
I just order. What can I have?
what does my lady desire?
All right. So I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about
Nice southern chicken fried steak.
I'm gonna think about the foods that my mom makes, in terms of any sort of dishes that she would make.
Cornbread with gravy.
Really simple, like Kansas fare.
Eggs and bacon.
Possibly
Pork chop.
anything there that's just really simple, but farm food.
Biscuits.
Yeah, something
Okay.
that she would make for me.
Let me see what the chefs can rustle up.
Cool.
And in the bathhouse,
That's us.
Yep.
so there's a large bath with heated water, scented. Let's see. In the bath is a gentleman who you both recognize.
Oh no! No!
The Duke.
Get the hell out.
It is
Found him.
Yep.
none other than Karakov.
Oh, that's
Shit.
The super hot mercenary.
Well, this is
Arms dealer.
This is just
Ooh, love it, love it, love it.
Yes, Karakov. What the hell is he doing here?
Is he hot?
Mr. Karakov.
Yes, he
is actually.
he's a 95
He's like
app, I
90,
think.
yeah.
Yep, 95,
he's-
yeah.
I
All
didn't
bets are
find
off
him that
with
charming.
No, he's
Renee was at the table, so she asked what his app was.
Fantastic. I'm usually like.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I totally
It's one of you or Renee, yeah.
Well,
wow. There he is.
yes, Mr. Karakov. How wonderful to see you.
Ah, Mr. Victorson, Mr. Malawan. Please, and he indicates,
Of course.
slip on in.
Yes.
He is buck naked.
Yes, of course.
That's what you would do in a bathhouse.
Yes.
That's how.
When in
that's-
Rome.
Yes, indeed. Where are we?
Dreamlands.
Welcome to the Dreamlands Express.
Yes.
I didn't realize that you had baggage you wished to get rid of.
Oh my God, no.
Well, we
no,
know
we
someone
don't
who
have
does. I suppose we don't necessarily.
I
we were
guess I
just brought on
didn't
by
fill you in.
Well, we don't know.
I mean, perhaps like emotional baggage.
Yes, right. No.
I mean,
Yes, that's right.
we were almost killed.
No.
But I mean,
Don't give him anything.
we actually don't know why we're here. We were just sort of woke up.
Nice.
Interesting.
Very good. Very big. Very good.
We're quite at sea as to why we are here and what indeed you intend to be doing here. This is completely bizarre.
Do you usually travel via the Dreamlands Express?
Oh, well, I'm on my way to my place in Monte Carlo, as I
Yeah.
said, and
As you do.
yes, and I'm just taking care of some stuff here as well.
I see.
We can both make psychology rolls.
Go, go, man, go.
Nope.
It's only 10%.
Guys.
No, I don't know. I'm not that sophisticated. I'm not
Sorry, I rolled
sophisticated.
really high.
Not sophisticated.
I'm unsophisticated.
Well, it is very plush. I mean, I wouldn't mind riding on the train again. I just don't really know why I'm here.
Oh, maybe that's for you to figure out then.
I suppose so. Maybe that's the baggage.
All right, so Padma, you find Alan in his compartment.
Fantastic. Alan, darling, I am in need of some assistance.
Yes, of course.
Are you familiar with a certain Duke in either this world or the waking one?
I'll need more information than that.
Well,
He's 85 now.
did I get his name?
Huh?
Duke.
Oh, yeah.
Presumably, one of you would have mentioned it at some point.
Duke asshole. Duke Jean
Yeah,
Maurice Descents?
Yep.
Of Lausanne,
Yeah.
who masquerades as the prince.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Right. Exactly
Well
right.
said.
I'm going to give him a dream lore roll. I make it.
Now I remember.
Excellent.
Okay.
Would you be referring to the Jigsaw Prince?
Oh.
Possibly.
What?
Oh.
Yes, he's a bit notorious.
Well, he's certainly giving a difficult time to my friends and I.
Okay, so.
I'm trying to best assess how to deal with him. He seems to be after a scroll, which I must admit is in my possession. But it is, of course, for terrible purposes and dark reasons and whatnot. Can't let him have it.
Yep.
And I don't quite know. Clearly, he is powerful. More powerful than I'll admit I am, but perhaps there is some leg up.
Well, if we're talking about the same person, he was a dissolute nobleman, got involved in some dodgy business in Constantinople, about 30 years ago, I think. Mm-hmm. Yes. And, yes, I thought I had heard that he had ended up in Lausanne. They call him the Jigsaw Prince because he's put himself together from a lot of other people.
Oh my god.
Oh.
But from everything I've heard about him, he rules over a dream domain that does not extend very far beyond Lausanne itself.
No, I've seen enough of that.
In other words, his powers are pretty much useless unless you were to pass through Lausanne again.
Are they?
That is helpful.
Well, in the waking world, I certainly had an unfortunate experience where some of my friends seem to have been, well, tortured, put it frankly, whatever powers he does possess. In plain view of everyone, too. Most distasteful.
Yes. Well, yes. Just stay away from Lausanne would be my main
Right.
my main advice to you.
That in mind. Have you, say, heard of this particular scroll either? Sum it up for him.
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Dreadful stuff. Flayed one and whatnot.
Yes, that is dreadful indeed.
Oh, well, I do appreciate your advice. Any luck putting your baggage together?
Working on it.
Same. Although, that last spell I cast, I have no points left to practice.
Yes. So back in the banquet hall, Donnie, they present you with scrambled shantak egg and grilled halfback zoog bacon.
I eat Zoog.
Yes.
Good lord.
Is it good at all?
Oh, it's quite tasty.
I munch it. Yeah.
What are the colors? Are the colors?
Yeah. What color? Well, yeah.
The eggs are a sort of a saffron color.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the bacon is sort of
Little strips?
it's in very little strips. Yes. Yes.
Is it
it's
like
in very
really
little
burgundy,
strips.
or?
Yes, in burgundy.
That doesn't look too different.
No.
This is mostly recognizable.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna eat it.
Good lord.
As you're eating, a little black kitten comes in to the banquet hall and begins stealthily making its way towards.
Is that a little rat tail?
Yep. Stealthily making its way across the tapestry and rugs towards the kitchen door.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it a little piece of the bacon. Try to.
Okay.
Toss it down on the rug.
All right. It seems to forget about its mission to go to the kitchen and hustles over to get the bacon. A couple moments later, a larger gray cat comes in and meows angrily at the kitten.
Oh
picks it up by the scruff of its neck and trots back out.
Oh, Ratty. That's so cute.
And
That's comforting to see.
and in the bath, the bath water is wonderfully warm and relaxing.
Is it helpful?
Takes your mind off of the pain,
Unpleasantness.
the pain of it all.
Relaxes the muscles one by one.
Yes, exactly. And the train begins to come to a halt.
Oh no.
I suppose we should towel off. Karaka, are we at our stop, or what is...
Oh, yes, most likely. Let's see here.
No, we're not. Wrong.
Okay, so yep. So the train has come to a stop, and you can hear voices outside coming in through the big open compartment windows. Bustling and hustling. Strange alien voices, speaking in languages you do not recognize.
Just stay in the tub.
Yeah.
We'll just, sink back. If the tub is large enough, float so the ears are in the water so you can't really hear anymore. We'll wake up soon.
Soon enough. And so as the train begins to prepare to bring on more passengers, we'll leave it off there for now.
Passengers. I'm gonna share the tub with anybody else. I love it when it's empty.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll just say that boarding onto the train. Initially, you see a very tall man with long fingers and glowing yellow eyes come on board the train and sort of look around, and we'll fade it out on his eyes
Oh, I love it.
as they continue to glow in the darkness.
That's awesome. It's like a crate or something.
Maybe. We're lucky.
So basically, just out of character, so you guys have something to think about for the week. When you're on the Dreamlands Express, you can personify and create something you want to get rid of and never think about or feel again. Okay, so it would take the form of literal luggage or baggage. You ride the express all the way to the end of the line where you pass over the Gulf of Nodens and you throw the baggage into the Gulf of
That's
Nodens,
right.
and it's obliterated.
Yes. I remember that from the other campaign that you did. Okay.
So that's something to think about.
So that's a possibility for our characters as well.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Good.
And it could be. I mean, the obvious one would be a morphine or opium addiction.
She has so much.
Yeah.
I can sell it.
So
Could be anything.
that's that.
Wowie,
All right.
zowie. Great session, you
Lots of
guys.
fun. Very
A
weird.
lot of fun. Very, very, very fun. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Everybody.